there are times in life that simply must be celebrated. Marriage, the birth of a child, getting your dream job, getting a blowjob. None of it compares to the stupendous, awe-inspiring, thrilling, stupefying, world-altering event known as the Homie Awards. Imagine the Emmys, the Oscars, and the Grammys all rolled into one. Now imagine if they were actually entertaining. That is the Homie Awards. Superhero movies and TV shows have the chance to win the most prestigious prize in all of entertainment. And now, your four hosts for this year's Homie Awards, the incredibly intelligent, super sexy, totally talented badasses couldn't actually make it. But instead, we have the homie Dylan, who is the biggest anime weeb on the planet, but still a really amazing person and just a chill guy. The homie Oz, who in 2011 made me watch that goddamn Green Lantern movie, and I never really forgave him. But now, he's a scholar of Dungeons and Dragons, and arguably the world's greatest dungeon master. Fuck off Matt Mercer. The homie Caleb, who likes the Marvels but is somehow still the world's greatest co-host. The homie Q. And then there's Junior, who is absolutely perfect and the reason why anyone actually watches this ridiculous goddamn podcast. And now, I have introduced to you your four hosts. Enjoy the 2024/2025 Homie Awards. All right.
That was quite the intro.
That was.
Yeah, you know, I sourced out the same guy who did last year's and years before. You know, he makes time. He's got a busy schedule, but he makes time to do it.
Yeah.
I was talking to the committee, and you know that guy has in his contract that he gets paid every time we play the comic news intro?
Every time?
It's like a royalty-based thing, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, I did not know that.
So if anybody's wondering why there's only like 4 comic news episodes this year, that's why.
That's why. This motherfucker gets paid every time.
We can't afford it.
We can't afford him. Race is way too high. This is another historic, monumental episode of the Superhero Homies podcast, the 2024 Homies Awards, where we look at all of the movies and TV shows except Umbrella Academy Season 4, because I may or may not have forgotten all about it, and but so did everyone else. And we let you guys vote and decide on who wins and who loses. So many TV shows and movies, 15 different categories, 15 different chances to win. Who's going to take it all? You probably have a good idea as to who's going to win, majority of these. But hey, at the end of this, we will look forward to things to come in 2025 and speculate on how we think things will play out.
I mean, all of the categories are positive. So it makes sense that Umbrella Academy Season 4 wouldn't be included because no one should vote for that garbage heap. This is the Homies. It's the award of all awards. It's the show of all shows. It's the award show of all award shows.
It's true. I mean, look, Junior hasn't put his hands down yet.
No, he's so excited.
Yeah.
And he just can't hide it.
And they stay there.
And they stay there.
Yeah. 2 different types of nerds, folks.
Well, you know, there's a lot of things going on right now, and I feel like this is the part where one of the hosts makes a corny joke and everyone in the audience laughs. I don't have any of those. So instead what we're going to do is take a look at some of these categories and see exactly how things are going to play out. Last year, which was the first year that we voted on who wins what instead of the committee, we all speculated as to who we thought would win what award. So I figured, why break new tradition? And we're going to keep that going.
Speaking of new traditions that we started last year, once again, I have brought my own awards tonight
Oh, excellent.
to add to the fun.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. You know,
I once again was picked up by a limo, but I was ready for him this time, and I dressed up.
Well, see, the committee specifically asked me. Actually, asked is probably not how it happened.
They don't normally ask when it
They
involves me.
pretty much told me not to bring my own awards again. They didn't like it.
Oh.
But the homies really liked it, so fuck them.
Yeah, you know, we might have to edit that bit out. You know, if they see that, it's just a whole thing. You know?
Aren't they like right over there?
Yeah,
Who's been staring at us this whole time?
Real hard, yeah.
Well, you know, the committee, they like to throw their weight around, but as you can see, Hans Zimmer is right over there with his orchestra.
And thank you, Han, again for
Yeah.
presiding. You know,
Yeah,
I mean, you know, the committee specifically said that he would be out of the budget this year, but you know, we made it happen.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know, when I was promoted to co-host, it's in my contract they have to get Hans Zimmer.
Yeah, and the committee, they're still perplexed at how that got past them, but hey, it's too late now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're supposed to read that shit before signing it.
Yeah. That's what you guys got lawyers for.
There's a whole South Park episode about this.
I'm still just shocked that in this whole big place, you have the corner looking like a normal room.
That's the beauty of the
That
setup,
is,
right?
that has always baffled me.
A
about
normal
this.
room. How many rooms do you know that look like this?
I can't answer that. I'm not legally allowed.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, you know, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of cool shit in here. As a matter of fact, like that Blu-ray set, there's not that many of those.
That
It's
is
a very
true.
unique item.
There's actually only one of that specific Blu-ray set.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that, for those of you who are just listening, is the Batman Animated Series Blu-ray set, which the homie Caleb gifted to me for my birthday a few years ago. And not only that, but he got it signed by the one, the only, the legendary Kevin Conroy.
yeah. So it's irreplaceable.
Yeah,
It
that
is. It is.
And I keep saying, you know, if Mark Hamill ever shows up to a con that I'm nearby, I would have to make the trip just to stand in line all day to get him to sign that as well.
It would be a long wait, but it would be worth it.
It would be worth it.
Totally be worth it.
Yep.
I'd be right there with you, though.
Oh, hell yeah. And it's Mark Hamill, you know.
I mean, yes.
Come on. Well, gents, how are we feeling today?
I think this is going to be amazing. I'm hyped. I've been hyped all day. It's all I've been able to think about.
I mean, it is the award show of all award shows. So 100%. I'm honored to be here.
Any thoughts, Dylan?
I'm still tired. I was running from that limo.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
I meant to inform you that a limo would be coming to get you because I know we forgot to tell you that last time.
Yeah,
You thought
yeah.
you were being kidnapped.
Yeah,
And so
I thought it again.
yeah, you know what?
I kind of knew at the same time because but
Yeah. So just be more prepared next year, I guess.
they
Just
were a little
expect-
rough.
Were they?
Yeah,
I told them to rough you up a little bit, but just enough to
They touched your hair, didn't they?
they did.
Yeah, well.
Well, Dylan, aka biggest anime weeb on the planet. Not my words, but the host words. It's good to have you here.
I still don't think I count for that.
I mean, hey, listen, don't take it up with him. You know,
You're the biggest weeb that the narrator knows.
That's fair,
Yeah, so
but that's also not a very high bar.
that's I mean, yeah, that's fair also. Well, tonight obviously we're gonna have all these different categories. The elephant in the room is that, you know, Deadpool and Wolverine is very likely to sweep it up tonight.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Junior won't hear anything besides that. He wouldn't even debate it with me lightly or playfully. He just was like, they're going to win everything. Do you guys think there's going to be some upsets here tonight? You think it's going to be cut and dry, or you think we're going to see some surprises from the homie nation?
I doubt it very seriously.
I think for movies, we are probably in for an even bigger sweep than last year.
Yeah, Guardians swept it up last year.
They did.
I think Spider-Verse was close. I mean, not in close of how many they won, but there were a few categories where like they were a close second.
Yeah.
I don't predict that this year.
No. If Sony wins anything this year, it better be best of the worst.
They got two chances to win that one.
Wait, what's the second one?
Craven.
Craven and Madam Web.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure I voted for Madam Web in that category.
I'd be surprised if you didn't. honestly.
I mean, it has provided me with a whole year worth of amazing jokes. I didn't even bring any Pepsi with me here tonight because I'm pretty sure Madam Web, I got a good feeling that we're not going to need it. I think Madam Web's leaving with an award. She would know. I mean,
Yeah, she would know. That's true. But that's the problem, though. If she does win, she's gonna come up here in an ambulance, crashing through the wall,
it's true.
and we're gonna have to move out of the way.
Well, we won't be able to. We'll be compelled to leap in front of the
That's
ambulance.
True.
So,
Yeah. Part of her powers.
yes.
I'm just gonna
Got
stay
it.
here in the seat.
Yeah. Yeah, her powers are Pepsi and vehicular manslaughter. So,
Yeah.
Those are strong powers.
yeah, I didn't know if you'd ever read any Madam Web comics.
Neither did Sony. But,
I would laugh if I could manage to make a better story on it.
I don't know that Sony read any comics at all of any kind before making their Spider-Man Not Spider-Verse.
I have seen one episode or one snippet of an episode of the animated Spider-Man show where Madam Web is in it.
Okay, yeah, I mean that is way more
I want to say
way
also
ahead of.
Man Spider was in that one.
yeah, he
It's-
was creepy.
I promise you, it is way ahead of anything that Sony did in live action.
That's sad. I still need to watch it one day just cause.
Yeah, I mean you do,
Watch it with friends.
Yeah.
Not
Hey, look, friends!
Not-
and possibly some alcohol.
Yeah, and alcohol.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm unfortunately unable to drink a lot of that at my place right now.
Or whatever Travis Scott had at Monday Night Raw,
Oh my god.
which that sage that he
Yeah,
had.
that was,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what it was. He was burning sage because he knew that Hogan was going to get booed and all that negative energy.
Oh god,
Yeah.
it's so horrible.
For those of you who also haven't watched that, I'm with you.
Well, Hulk Hogan appeared on Monday Night Raw on Netflix and got booed out of the fucking building.
It was
And
amazing.
It was
That is pretty funny.
One of the most rewarding things I've ever watched in wrestling.
Yeah, I mean we might have had to wait 40 years for it,
I think it's been about 50, isn't it?
but yeah, that's true. But it happened.
It finally happened. Yep.
Yeah, it was way longer than I anticipated. Well, with all that being said, what's our first award tonight?
All right, all you homie maniacs.
What about like the normal ones?
Yeah, we really don't need that.
Well, need that on. Well, so let's see here. The first category for the Homie Awards in the movie category, Best Action, and your nominees are Deadpool and Wolverine, The Crow 2024 remake, and Craven the Hunter.
Wow.
Yep.
It's a low list.
It really is.
Oddly enough, for as superhero genre, there weren't a whole lot of superhero movies with a whole lot of action in them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy
Funny.
how that kind of works, huh?
It's funny how that works. Yeah, it was odd.
So what do you guys think? What do you guys think won?
I've only seen one of those three movies.
I've seen two of those three movies.
I work here and have seen all of them. Unfortunately.
I almost saw two of them. I wasn't able to join that one day.
Yeah.
We also tried to coerce you into watching Craven with us too.
I think that was the one I was talking about.
And I'll be honest, like whatever. I don't know what else you had going on that day, but I promise you, it was worth it because Craven was awful.
remember.
If anything other than Deadpool and Wolverine wins this, my disappointment in the homies will be immense.
Yeah, like there was not enough good action in The Crow to actually even make it on this list, in my opinion.
See, I
but
forgot The Crow was a thing. I forgot like the remake was a thing.
It had like one good action scene.
They had one okay action scene at the very end of the movie.
Yeah, it was okay, very mediocre at best.
Yeah.
So yeah, if Deadpool and Wolverine doesn't just kill it, like I feel like the massive fight towards the end, the Deadpool fight where they're fighting all the Deadpool, it had more action than all of the other movies combined.
Oh, absolutely.
There was a lot of action in that scene.
You can pick any action scene from Deadpool and Wolverine, and I think it has more action than any of these other.
The minivan fight.
The Honda Odyssey fight is my favorite part of the whole movie, I think.
That one was hilarious.
Fuck.
I think my favorite one though
Fucks, man.
is their first fight.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was, fucking hands down great.
Yeah. I mean, hell, and then there's the fight with what do you call that team?
Oh, the reject team.
Yeah, I didn't want to use the word reject, but
I mean,
no,
I think that's kind of the thing, man. I think it's the joke.
It feels wrong to call Blade and X-23 rejects.
Well, they weren't part of the team.
Yeah, the reject team is the people they were fighting.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, but that was also an incredible fight scene as well.
it really was.
So it's a lot to choose from. Well, let's see who won. And your winner, with 93.8% votes, Deadpool and Wolverine.
Hey, yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah. Congratulations to Deadpool and Wolverine. Congratulations to Junior.
Good job, Junior.
Yeah. So just probably don't go anywhere, Junior. Just,
Stay right
just
there.
Just stay
Just
here.
gonna slowly collect little
Put
trophies.
your hands up.
I have a feeling that every movie category win just about is going to be Deadpool and Wolverine if it's up for it.
Incidentally, Chris, how am I blanking on his last name?
Evans?
Yeah,
Hemsworth. Oh.
no.
He is also in it.
Have you seen Red One? Entirely different movie. Have you seen Red One?
Yeah, we
Yes.
reviewed that.
Did you? I've been under a rock.
It could win an award tonight.
Seeing him play like a dirtbag was
Yeah.
the funniest thing I think I've seen in a while.
You should watch Knives Out.
Yes.
I've seen Knives Out.
Oh, he's a
he is.
massive douchebag in that. Yeah, he's great at. I only want to see him on either end of the spectrum. He's
Nothing in
either
the middle?
He's either got to be like neutral good or like chaotic evil.
God, he was in that.
Yeah, he was great in Knives Out too.
Knives Out, honestly, I just I immediately thought he was the bad guy in that, though. Honestly, I really did.
Well, that was
the
like
point.
right at the end of his Captain America run, and it made so much sense to cast him as just this
Yeah.
dirty
Oh, yeah.
heel.
Yeah, just to show that he could do it,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just a weird sidebar. Anyone seen Not Another Teen Movie?
Yes.
Like forever ago.
Yeah.
Wasn't that like his first major role or one of?
I wasn't 100% sure
Was
if
that-
that was him or not.
Was that before Fantastic Four?
Yes.
I think it was. Yeah.
Okay.
He was
Yeah.
a baby.
That was the first thing I ever saw Chris Evans in, and I was like, wow, this guy is he's something else.
Scary Movie really kicked off all the parody movies.
It really
He
did.
yeah.
Remember the Spartans? Did you guys see that shit?
Yeah. There was actually a few decent laughs in Remember the Spartans.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't
There was a few.
complete trash.
Yeah, come,
I
let
think
us
I
talk over
deleted
here
that.
by the pit of death.
Yeah, I think I deleted that movie from my brain.
That's fair. Yeah, I'm not
And yet you didn't delete Cool World,
that's true.
All the really good
Vaulted, man. I don't know why.
but you pulled it out.
I did.
all the really good jokes in that movie are in the first like 10 minutes though. You could tell they had a really good premise, and then after
Yeah.
that they just really
Like,
blanked
what do
on
we
it.
do for the rest of the movie? And they were like, what do you mean?
Also, I don't know if there's any good parody or spoofs from the last 20 years that are good that are rated PG-13. Like I think all the good ones have to be R. It seems like.
Yeah,
I mean,
I agree.
Have you ever watched Haunted House?
That sounds familiar.
I don't. It's a haunted movie one. I don't know what it's rated though, but there's not a huge amount in the first one. There's not a huge amount. I feel like it could possibly be.
Okay. Yeah, I'd have to refresh my memory. Speaking of refreshing my memory, the next category.
oh Lord.
Not my best segue. All right. And the next category, best dramatic moments. And the nominees are Venom, The Last Dance, The Crow 2024 remake, Madam Web, Joker, Folie à Deux.
Wow. I had a hard time voting for this one because, I mean, I voted for Venom, obviously, but it was such a low bar.
I know.
Yeah, there was nothing in that category that I like. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, there was nothing. There was nothing in The Crow that really got to me. Like, the opening scene of the movie is just like, early Breaking Bad Jesse Pinkman and any of the meth heads from the hotel. It's just them for like 15 minutes trying to do The Notebook.
Not even
Actually,
Jane.
no, dog. It was about an hour of the movie. It wasn't
That's
15
true.
It
minutes.
felt like an hour for sure.
No, it was.
It was awful.
It takes a while for the movie to start.
Yeah.
It's interesting you mentioned that because it's like, on paper, The Crow should definitely win Best Dramatic Moment. Just based off the premise of what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah,
also-
or even Joker 2.
Yeah.
If you hadn't seen the movie, you would think it would be up for this.
Yeah. The one that should baffle people's minds is Venom.
It's Venom, but I definitely voted for that.
Venom?
I know you guys, maybe in some cases, haven't seen any of these. Joker, Madam Web, Crow.
I saw The
Venom 3.
Crow, and that was it.
Yes, yeah.
You haven't seen any of them, have you?
No.
Okay. Well, 3 of the 4 are bad, really bad.
And one of them is
Okay.
Yep.
One of them is I didn't regret watching this.
Okay. Which is interesting because I want to say if it's the Venom one, I don't think you expected to be okay-ish with watching it.
Oh no, I thought. See, that was part of the charm. Is that I think both of us went in there expecting it to be like the trailer, so like just a god awful trash fire. Mm-hmm. And then it was okay-ish.
Yeah.
So I should actually watch that one then.
Well, we didn't say all that.
Do you like the other 2 Venom movies?
I mostly remember the first one.
Okay.
The second one's in bits.
Yeah,
like
it's
some of
also
the-
not very long, so.
I never watched the second one, so
I like some of the
not worth it.
the quips, and the second one really irritated me because of the symbiote lineage.
It's bad, yeah.
Actually, that might have been me spoiling that I actually know a little bit about that.
Yeah,
The second one is just the first one, but red.
pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
didn't really like. They're like, oh, these 4 are just there. They're not, spawned from Venom at all or anything. Like,
Yeah, they kind of overlook that, whatever.
Meh.
Well, the results may surprise you.
they can't.
I mean, at this point, they really can't.
Well, and the winner of Best Dramatic Moment with 57.1%, Venom 3, The Last Dance.
That
You seem tense.
Yeah, because that number should have been way higher. Way higher.
Do you think that was just a throwaway vote for most of them?
The Crow got second place on that.
I think I actually voted for The Crow, and I think the only reason why I did that is because it's the only one I've seen.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's fair. Maybe that was what everyone else did.
Yeah, and they probably didn't even see the Crow remake. They probably just thought, well, the first one was really dramatic, so
Yeah. I'm gonna toss one of my categories in
yes.
here at this point. This is a category from last year. It was so popular that it's made a return.
Oh boy.
And this one is for the We Didn't Want to Talk About the Topic award.
Oh, I do like this one.
For the episode of the podcast where we most didn't want to talk about the topic. And your nominees are Kraven the Hunter, Cool World, Suicide Squad Isekai,
Oh.
and The Crow remake.
This is going into this. I thought this was going to be a much easier one to guess.
What are you guys thinking?
Boy, okay, man. I
I
must
didn't
really,
expect to be on 2 of these.
I must really enjoy podcasting to still stick around after those.
I could have put more on that list.
Yeah,
I stopped at 4 and I was like,
How long did it take you to pick out those 4?
a bit. It took me a little while. Yeah.
I gotta go with Cool World.
Yeah, go cool.
I think it's going to be Cool World as well.
Well, the winner is Cool World.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
It had to be.
because there was no plot. There was there was nothing.
We tried,
We tried.
but then we didn't.
Yeah, we really tried to talk about it, but I mean, honestly, like we had just suffered through it, so we really just wanted to talk about and get our minds off of what we just endured.
And technically, the Suicide Squad one, we talked about Suicide Squad a whole lot.
We did.
So that was
The
kind of
show
on topic.
didn't,
Yeah,
but we
yeah.
did.
Notice I didn't say the easy key part on that.
Yeah, that was a frustrating watch for me.
It was. And so about halfway through it, it started to become entertaining to me because of how badly he hated it.
I think at the halfway point, you just get like Stockholmed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because like around the same exact spot, you were like, and I kind of started to like it here. I was like, and my notes turned real 180 at that exact episode.
It's just you start to just go along with it, and then the more I watched it, and I would be texting him, be like, "Yeah, man, just finished episode 7," and he'd be like, "I fucking hate my life," and I'd be like, "LOL," and then I would like the show just a little more.
I want to say you also would, because I watched most of it before either of you started.
Mm-hmm.
And I specifically made each of you watch the first episode separate.
Yeah.
Because I was like, just watch the first episode. Let me know, the first few minutes, what you think about a certain character.
I mean, they turned Clayface into Michael Jackson.
They did.
That's not even the one I was talking about just now, but yeah, they did.
The Joker didn't bother me that much because he basically turned into creepy anime villain, and that's what I expected.
That still frustrated me though. Like that, legitimately, I had to pause it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you would expect me to have that reaction from an anime related thing, but I paused it and I just went, "Oh,
That's a choice.
It was like they made an anime version of Jared Leto's Joker too.
yeah,
That
yeah."
is pretty much what happened.
Yeah.
I'm like, we didn't want this the first time.
Yeah.
I would like to actually point out though, like the winner of that category, really holding true to its name. We are not talking about the
noticed
winner
that
at all.
I noticed that the second we started talking about the other one.
I have 3 more of these for later on, and I'm trying to see if Cool World got nominated for anything else. Hold on. No, it did not.
Okay.
It did not.
Oh boy. Well, this next category is actually pretty damn close.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Next up, Best Movie Protagonist. And the nominees are Wolverine from Deadpool and Wolverine, Deadpool from Deadpool and Wolverine, Eddie/Venom from Venom 3, Kraven from Kraven the Hunter, Madam Web from Madam Web, and The Crow from The Crow.
Thank you for not calling him Eric Draven because he was not.
Yeah, I would never. So there are 6 different nominees in this one.
So you originally only had Deadpool,
I did.
and I was like, you have to add Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the reason why I originally only had Deadpool is because I was like,
His name's first.
his name is first on the bill.
It's alphabetical.
It's his movie. I mean, he's the main protagonist because it's Deadpool 3 essentially.
Yeah. And so that was the reason behind it. But then I was like, you know what? Yeah, fuck it. Let's spice it up and then throw Wolverine in here. And yeah, who do you guys think won this one?
Madam Web.
How the fuck? Do you have Madam Web powers? How did you know?
Oh, she was telling me.
I actually predict that Logan will walk away with the victory here.
Personally, I'm sticking with Deadpool. Like I
See,
feel
I
like
was actually, jokes aside, I was thinking Wolverine would end up pulling it.
This one is close with, drumroll please, with 46.7%, Wolverine.
Hey.
I mean, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
Sorry, Junior. Sorry. It's okay.
Okay, Jimmy.
It's okay.
Yeah,
It's okay. You'll win more things. It's okay.
I mean, he's the anchor point.
yeah.
That's true.
He is the anchor being.
He's the anchor being for the podcast.
Deadpool was a strong second place with 40%.
Wow, that didn't leave a lot of that pie for everyone else.
The fact that any of the other characters were actually even voted on.
Who got third?
Who did
Venom?
get third?
Third was Venom.
Okay.
Did Madam Web or any of the other ones get any votes?
Madam Web didn't get any. The Crow got less than 1%, and Craven didn't get any.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, congratulations to Wolverine.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It's still a victory for Deadpool and Wolverine Jr.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Deadpool and Wolverine could win one of mine too. It could win this next one.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and
Yeah.
yeah. All right. So this next award is the Did That Actually Happen award for the wildest news story. And the nominees are Robert Downey Jr. announced as Dr. Doom. Zack Snyder argues with Grant Morrison about Batman on the internet. The Russo brothers return to the MCU. And Blade returns in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Boy, those are all quite salacious.
They are all pretty crazy. And I had a lot of choices for that one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you guys thinking? I mean, obviously, the one I had the most fun with was Zack Snyder argues with Grant
I
Morrison
knew you were going to say that.
about Batman. Because it was very clear he had no idea what the fuck he was talking about.
He's like, Grant Morrison's like, do you know how long I wrote Batman?
Yeah. Do you know how many like famous or
Right.
like iconic Batman stories are me?
Yeah.
See, I didn't actually hear that.
That's,
Oh, it was awful. I'll send you the whole breakdown of it. It was. It's like at first. So Zack Snyder said some dumb shit about Batman about how if he can't kill people, he's like not a good character, and like how that's too limiting or whatever.
That's the
Right. And then Grant Morrison wrote this really long, thought out, like very concise, like just classy like explanation of
Do you think he has that pre-written?
probably he probably got a copy pasta of that.
Well, I'm not even saying like a copy pasta of it, but like he probably has heard this so much that he's just hold on.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me grab that out of the folder. And he wrote this really detailed response, and then Zack Snyder basically didn't read it and said some other shit, and he was just kind of like, okay, cool, whatever. It's just not worth my time. I'm Grant Morrison. Fuck you. The winner is Blade returns in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Hey.
See, Junior, it'll be okay.
See? Yeah, you got another one. Jimmy. That one goes home with you. Man.
Yeah,
That was big.
I couldn't give it to X-23 because they put her in the trailer.
They did put her in the trailer.
That was very upsetting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have said RDJ returning.
That's what I would have said too. Like I was definitely like that. That blew me away.
Yeah, I think the reason that I went with Blade is because the RDJ return, I'm not going to say it had a mixed reaction, but I will say that there is a considerable negative reaction to it, you know?
Really?
Whereas, like with Blade or the Russo brothers or Grant Morrison, it's all pretty much everybody's on their side.
That's fair.
It's true. That is true.
Okay.
Whereas the RDJ thing, yes, it was a big shock. However, there are a lot of people that don't like it. I'm not one of them, but they exist.
I don't love it, but I'm curious, I guess.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
I'm interested. I will let the Russos cook. They have enough credit with me.
Let them
But
cook.
yeah, let him cook, Bruce.
Let him cook, Bruce.
All right. Our next category, always a big hit, pun intended, best music or score. And your nominees are Deadpool and Wolverine, Joker, Folie à Deux, Venom, The Last Dance, The Crow 2024 remake.
Wow.
You know what's crazy is like I think you even said this while we reviewed it, but The Crow should have been the one that had the soundtrack of the year. It really should have.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that's kind of all about like how the first movie was about. Like he was a musician,
Yeah.
and the fact that he wasn't even close.
They should have got whoever put together the Queen of the Damned soundtrack
Yes.
to put the soundtrack for the
Jonathan
Crow remake
Davis.
together.
Oh.
Did he?
Yes.
Oh well, yeah. He's available.
Yes.
I'm sure he ain't doing
Lead
shit.
singer of Korn, for those who don't know.
Okay,
I didn't know he
that.
put the soundtrack together. That's cool as fuck. That's some random trivia for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, I think I did know that, but I just forgot it. I didn't know his name, but it wasn't like name. It was
Right,
lead singer
yeah.
of Korn.
I mean, one of the best movie soundtracks of all time, and like that's
Still
the sort
to
of
this day.
vibe they should have had for the music for that second movie. I can't even tell you what was on it.
No.
Neither can I.
Yeah, I don't know what that movie's budget was, but I also don't know where the budget could have went either.
Yeah, Joker. Well, I know where the budget for Joker went.
To Todd Phillips.
Todd Phillips, or is it Todd Phillips? Yeah, Todd Phillips.
yeah.
And the two leads.
Yeah, the two leads. Yeah,
Yeah.
Joaquin and Lady Gaga.
Yeah, that's where all the money went to. It definitely wasn't on the score. Out of all of the choices, the score in that one actively harmed the film.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
But you talk about how The Crow maybe should have won. Once you understand what kind of movie Joker Folie à Deux is, you would think that one maybe is going to be the potential runaway.
That's right.
The thing
It's
is-
kind of a musical, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, I've still yet
sure.
to watch it. I don't plan to watch it.
Don't.
Like, no.
I like musicals, so I think I'll avoid it.
Also smart.
Yeah, I mean, it's a musical in the way that crack is a medicine.
Damn. That's a hell of an analogy right there, man.
That's a quote right there. I'm gonna
good old
make
medicinal
it. I'm gonna make it a thing. I'm gonna write down quotes this year because that needs to be remembered. All 2025, folks, and then we're gonna look back at the best quotes of the year.
Well, the soda just had cocaine in it, which is understandable. But crack has like all kind of extra like disgusting household ingredients in it.
Much better. Other than that, just they used to also just do medicinal cocaine.
That's true, yeah.
All right. Before I get sidetracked here, we do need to go ahead and see who won this goddamn Homie Award.
Oh yeah, because I was like, oh, we're moving on.
I'm pretty sure I already know who wins this.
Well, the answer might surprise you.
Really?
I doubt it.
I think you should have said
And
that anyway.
the winner is, with 75%, Deadpool and Wolverine.
A round of applause.
Yes.
I'm not joining.
Congratulations, Junior.
You don't have to.
I mean, that one Madonna song alone.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know,
I can't even remember the name of it right now.
Like a prayer.
Yeah.
Like a prayer. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Joker Folie à Deux did take second place. It was a distant second. It wasn't
Wasn't even close.
even close.
Nor should it have been. With it being a musical, I did at least think that the score was going to be good. I thought that we might get like a Fallout-esque kind of soundtrack for it.
Oh.
Yeah.
But no, it's just bad. There's not anything catchy in it. It's just the whole thing is awful.
That makes me sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll never forget Caleb leaning over and asking me, so what'd you say? When does the movie start?
Yeah, no, I said, is something going to fucking
Is something
happen in
gonna
this
happen
movie?
in this
And that was an hour in.
Oh.
We're sitting in the theater, and I just leaned over. And I'm like, "Hey, something gonna fucking happen?" And he was like, "I don't think so."
I'm pretty sure this is the movie.
Like we're just sitting here staring at this screen, and like I feel like if there was nothing on it, that would be better.
So, legitimately, the only way I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this right. I actually lately have started fairly enjoying watching terrible movies, specifically when they're both in the movie theater with me.
Yeah.
I'm not watching the movie though.
Yeah. Honestly, I think that's why we do this. Is because it's fun to bitch about them.
No, I do this because the limo keeps showing up.
That's fair.
This one was not that though. Like Madam Web, yes, very fun to hate watch that and watch other people have to experience it. But this movie is not that. Like it is worse. Like it is by far the worst movie I saw in 2024, and that is like high ass bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. It.
When did we watch? When did we watch the special?
Like it was the year before.
Oh, okay.
Because
Okay.
it won awards last year.
It did.
That's right.
So
Yeah, last year was like, man, that was a tough one for like shitty movies. There was 1990 Captain America. There was
Wasn't Howard the Duck on that year?
Howard the Duck.
You would bring that up.
1990s Captain America won the We Didn't Want to Talk About It award
That's
last
right.
year.
It
Yeah.
did. It did. Yeah.
That's right, because I wasn't on that one.
Oh man, yeah, it was. There were a lot of shitty movies. Did we do Dune?
That was this
84?
year.
That was okay. That was 2024.
I believe it is on my list.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
Yeah. Yep, somewhere.
All right.
Did you check the list twice?
I don't even know why the committee bothered making this a category, but it is a category, so the show must go on. The results may surprise you. The next category is Best Duo/Group,
Oh God.
and the nominees are Eddie and Venom from Venom 3, Joker and Harley from Joker Folie à Deux, Madam Web and the Spider Women from Madam Web, or Deadpool and Wolverine.
You seem to have said the last one a little differently.
Did I?
Yeah,
Really?
just a little
that's-
bit.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a tough one, man. Like,
Oh yeah, tough.
Also, was that list supposed to be in like alphabetical? Did they mess up?
yeah, probably. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, just printing error.
No, it happened.
Oh, okay.
If I try to focus hard enough on Sydney Sweeney in that skin tight suit
That you only see her in for like 2 shots.
for like 2 shots, the movie does get about 4.7% better in my brain.
See, when you say 4.7%, I'm like, is that like a measurement of something?
Damn.
I mean, you know, hey, look, again, on paper, Joker and Harley should be tough competition.
On paper.
On paper.
If you've never seen the movie.
Yes.
I think it just means in concept.
Yeah.
Eddie and Venom.
If you've
That's
never
tough.
seen any of the movies, yeah. Like, if you never watched any of these and you saw this list, you'd be like, oh, okay, this is cool. Like if somebody traveled here from the past, from like 2013, and was like, oh, wow, we got movies with all these characters this year? Man, the MCU must really be cranking it out. This is fantastic. Sony must really be just killing it. Yeah, so what won?
Well, and the winner for Best Duo and Group with 93.3%, Deadpool and Wolverine.
I'm a little shocked it wasn't higher.
Yeah, that's my exact thought. Yeah.
We actually had quite a few homies vote for Eddie and Venom.
I guess.
I bet Brendan was one of them.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Brendan probably led the charge. on
Yeah,
that.
he probably did.
but he's not a homie.
That's true. That is true. He is not a homie.
He's just Brendan. That had to have been him. He voted from multiple places.
Yeah, he just-
He went to like several different public libraries and voted.
That's what happened. 100%.
See, part of the reason I'm not allowed to vote is that my vote apparently has too much sway behind it.
Oh,
If I were to ever vote, that would just immediately win.
I see.
Why didn't you vote for president?
Oh my God. Please.
In this specific field.
Or did he?
Don't you put that on me.
God damn.
Oh my God.
Like, I'm pretty sure you can just look at me.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Caleb, did you have one you wanted to do?
Yeah. I got two more. So
Excellent.
the next one on my list, this one was really tough. This is the Patreon award, and this is for the best non-superhero content.
Ooh.
And your nominees are Dune 2, Mean Girls, the Fallout TV show, the Mistborn trilogy, and Agent Paper / Read or Die.
Oh shit!
That's actually
This
a hard one.
was insanely difficult.
This,
Wow.
Yeah, this is the excitement right here. This is the good one.
This was incredibly difficult, and I had to factor in like a lot of different things because obviously if I just use my own personal bias, we know what would win.
Yeah.
But what you guys thinking? What's your
Fuck, what was his name?
The
Anderson.
Brock Anderson?
Brock. It was Brock.
Yes.
They tried to
Brock
just come
Anderson.
up with the most American name they could think of, and the
kinda did.
the character's powers in the anime are America. Like,
Yeah.
he's just
America.
like
Merca.
what a typical Japanese person thinks an American soldier is like.
AKA Guile from Street Fighter.
Yeah, pretty much. He's a little chunkier.
He would still beat Guile.
Oh my god.
If Guile ate at Burger King for a year, it'd be this guy. he's still, he's
He's going.
He's not like a slouch, but
Yeah.
like he got some meat on him.
Some thickness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know what would have won this one, honestly. Like, I can't pick.
I think I
Repeat
I
the
can
category
best
again, what
narrow
was
it
it
down
again?
to two.
The options are Dune 2, Mean
God.
Girls, and Mean Girls is the original because we reviewed that.
Right.
Not the musical.
Right.
If it was the musical, this would be way different.
And remind me what the category itself is.
The category is the Patreon Award, and it's for the best non-superhero content. One could argue that Mistborn is superhero content, but whatever. Dune 2, Mean Girls, Fallout the TV show, Mistborn trilogy, and then Agent Paper / Read or Die.
I think I might have to pick the Fallout show.
I'm torn between Dune 2 and Fallout. Like I am. So
I was also torn between those.
Yeah.
I was torn between Dune 2 and Mistborn. So I think there still tips the scale in Dune 2's favor, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say so. Well, the winner is... Give me my drum roll. I'm not going to say it without it. The Fallout TV show!
that was my initial instinct. It really was. Then I heard Dune 2. I'm like,
Not everybody told me again.
That one was incredibly difficult to pick, but the reason I went with the Fallout TV show is because sort of like the Blade thing earlier, it's like this was nearly universally positively received.
Yeah.
And with a fandom that will bitch about anything.
that is true.
I'm technically part of that fandom.
Yeah. I mean, Dune 2, it's Denis Villeneuve. The first movie was spectacular. We knew this was going to be tremendous. I mean, it's probably the best movie of the year in my opinion. But the Fallout TV show, it just, like I said, universally well received. I will be honest, I didn't pick Mistborn just because it would have seemed biased as fuck. But everything on that list was pretty tremendous.
I think that might be why I also avoided picking it. I was just like, all right, bring it, put that over.
I think we all like you
I
did.
said-
You did. You said, but like I'm right there with you. Like that trilogy is just too good.
Yeah, we reviewed that earlier this year. Check it out. There's like 6 hours of content that you can go
Oh, yeah.
check out.
I'm still both happy and sad I wasn't on that episode. Because happy because having to filter that much.
When we do, that's true. When we do Warbreaker, we can have a dude bro episode of Warbreaker and not
I
let
might
Kay
have
or
to.
Lauren come on that
I might have to
because they both really love it, and so we'll review it without them. it'll be us and Brendan.
Oh,
Has he
Brendan
read
said
it?
that?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I might have to read.
Yeah, he's ahead of me.
he listened to the dramatized where Light Song sounds like Thor. Yeah,
And he does. I can
Yeah.
attest.
yeah, which I never got that at all. But yeah,
I still love that you said that he'd be who my most attached to character was in all of the Cosmere.
Yeah, I didn't know you that well then.
You didn't.
Any of you.
Well, moving on along here, our next category is Best Movie Villain.
Ooh.
And the nominees are Cassandra Nova from Deadpool and Wolverine, Noel from Venom: The Last Dance, Ezekiel Sims from Madam Web, Rhino from Kraven the Hunter.
He was in there.
Did I hear some snickering?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rhino was in that.
Yeah. You know that scene in Ace Ventura 2 when he
Oh
comes
my
out?
god.
It's just that in reverse.
God damn.
My morbid curiosity.
I actually think I might lean Null on this one.
I'm
I doubt it
biased.
won.
I'm biased on this because I stole one of the moves from her
That's true. Yeah.
in D&D.
I mean, she'll probably win.
I mean, the modified memory, the way you do.
Just-
yeah, that's so good. Yeah.
It's perfect. Like I was sitting in the theater as I saw it, I was like, oh, stealing that.
You know, I haven't completely read Grant Morrison's X-Men run in a while. Like I picked up the Omni a few years ago, and but I haven't sat down and reread it. You know, so the first time I read it was like I was a kid. Anyways, I was flipping through it like after the movie came out. I was looking for something else, and then I came across the Cassandra Nova shit, and I was like, "Oh shit, she did do the whole thing."
Oh, she did in the comic
yeah,
too?
Yeah,
Oh. God,
She's crazy in the comic.
yeah.
Really?
She's
Yeah.
nuts, so.
Yeah, she's toned down heavily for the movie.
Put it this way, like the most traumatizing shit that people saw in X-Men 97, that was her who did it in the comics.
Yeah.
still need to.
Yeah. You haven't seen 97?
Oh,
Oh,
my
man.
God.
Yeah, that's so good.
I've been
dude.
under a rock.
Well,
Wow. It's Trauma City.
You'd think that would make me watch it.
speaking of trauma, the winner for Best Movie Villain with 68.8%, Cassandra Nova, Deadpool and Wolverine.
Junior,
All right,
you got enough
Junior,
space
you
in
got-
that chair for all these awards?
I don't think he does.
Yeah, he's got him on the floor.
Well, this opens,
Oh, that's fair.
and then this also comes off. So he's got room.
That's good. Wow.
I got to bring this up first. Oz just keeps making fun of the poor drummers you have continuously drumming, and you just have like that glass thing that's going up and down. Like I think one of them fell down.
He better get the fuck back up. I'm not paying them to lay down.
You're paying them?
Well, we pay Hans, and Hans pays.
We assume anyway.
I mean,
He handles. I mean, we don't ask any questions. It's Hans Zimmer. He can do whatever he wants.
Right.
But like every time he's just like,
Yeah, he needs to keep it up. All right, keep pace, keep tempo.
Yeah,
Son of a bitch.
trying to keep him on
keeping
cue.
him in check, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, they told us that we couldn't use the shot callers anymore. Something about them being inhumane or some shit.
Something about it.
I feel like this is probably also going to hit that list.
Unusual punishment.
Yeah, that's
Oh, I just got a text. Apparently, when Dune 2 didn't win, Timothy Chalamet walked out.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Maybe he had to answer a phone call or something.
That maybe that was twice in a row. He didn't Wonka last year.
Tim.
Wonka and Dune 1 got snubbed.
Well,
and
isn't
then-
he being Bob Dylan in this next movie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I saw an interview earlier where it was obviously a meme or whatever, but it was Bob Dylan, and he was like, "I'm gonna play him in a movie. I'm gonna put a little shitty mustache on, dress up like him, start dancing around like him."
I kind of want to see that though.
Right, me too. I really do.
Oh, that's hilarious. Speaking of hilarious, this is actually a good segue. Best movie comedy.
Okay.
All right.
All right, y'all won't guess this one at all, I'm sure. And the nominees for Best Movie Comedy: Deadpool and Wolverine, Madam Web, Venom: The Last Dance.
This keeps being a lot of the same exact movies.
I don't know that Madam Web was funny on purpose.
Doesn't matter.
No.
I mean, I guess it all depends on how the homies took it, because
That's
they're the
true.
ones who voted for this. So. I mean, because I've been on many a podcast with you guys and how much y'all trash talk, Madam Web, and how much fun that actually is. So, I mean, they could win for that alone.
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't know that Venom. I think Venom. The things we found funny in Venom weren't meant to be, and then the things they wanted to be funny mostly didn't land. Some did.
Right. Some, but a lot of it was just exhausting.
I think the heartfelt shit in Venom 3 was way better than the comedy in it.
Surprisingly, yeah.
So
Dylan, any potential thoughts?
I mean, I didn't laugh at all for Deadpool.
Oh,
Yeah. Everybody else in the theater was laughing real hard. I was just sitting there. It was all right.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's a curmudgeon amongst everyone.
No, I'm kidding. That shit's going to win.
yeah. I was gonna say I was
couldn't
sitting
fucking
next to
breathe.
him. I'm pretty sure, and that is a
That
lie.
is a lie.
It's a dirty lie.
Oh, damn. You have video proof I can lie.
Didn't think about that shit, did you?
I did partway through.
Oh shit!
Now I'm just going to keep it
Now
up with the rules.
I have to remember this now. I've always assumed that you just don't lie. So now
I never
have
do it to you.
But you just did.
Yeah.
No, I was looking at us.
Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah.
What you don't know is that all our D&D sessions have been live streamed. I just don't tell you guys about it.
Oh shit!
God, what?
Oh, I'm on a few lists.
I don't like it that Keachum does.
Keachum would. Oh, Winter, I'm on more lists.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Well, your winner for best movie comedy is with 80% Deadpool and Wolverine.
Hey,
That's again lower than I thought it would be.
another one for Junior.
Madam Web got quite a few,
Really?
and
Maybe it's because of what we talked about, though. Like how
yeah, I
much.
think so. and Venom 3 also like nothing got nothing. As a matter of fact, I mean, same thing with the best movie villains. Like, it's kind of obvious. Cassandra Nova was in the lead on that one, but people out there liked all of it, I guess.
I really enjoyed Noel. I think I might have voted for Noel.
Yeah, we needed to see more of him, but thankfully we never will from Sony.
I actually think the fact that we didn't see much of him is the best decision they made.
That's true. I can get jiggy with that.
Yeah. They set him up perfectly for Disney to come in and be like, hey.
Yeah.
Is that confirmed? Did they?
It's not confirmed that they sold the rights back to Disney.
They need to.
Not-
but
not
they
yet.
absolutely need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please.
Or even if they want to hold on to it, just be like, here, use this and pay us money.
Just license it back to
Yeah.
Disney for like 99 years.
Yeah. Please. Please.
Party, please.
This next one is a fun category. It is one of the more popular categories of the Homie Awards. Best of the worst.
Hey.
And the nominees, the best of the worst category is always a tough race.
It is. It is.
And this year's
The most competitive.
this year's no different.
I mean, last year we actually had a standout that was really
All right,
fantastic. but
which one is your mic again? I'm gonna mute that
it's
shit.
this one.
And your nominees for best of the worst: The Crow 2024 remake, Joker Folie à Deux, Madam Web, Craven the Hunter. So we have 4 possibilities for best of the worst. I refuse to put Venom 3 in here, even though it technically probably could go.
It would have won, I think.
Yeah, it would have won.
I was waiting for it.
Yep. And I decided, you know what? No, gonna make them think on this one.
Also, every time he says the Crow, I think of Crow.
That is specifically why I say The Crow.
Yeah.
That's my bad.
Not anymore.
That's true.
That's not true at all.
He's got like one now.
Yeah, he has a few actually, but not nearly as many as he did.
This one is not a real clear-cut race.
It usually isn't. This is when it's usually really close.
Yeah.
I voted for Madam Web here.
I believe I also voted for Madam Web on this one.
Yeah.
Because I've only seen one of these movies, I voted for The Crow.
Wow, and you voted it for best of the worst?
He's only seen one.
That's true, but I mean, if you've seen that movie, you know it's got to be, just statistically, it's got to be worse than at least one of these other ones. Just mathematically.
I mean, honestly. So, I mean, the reason why I voted for Madam Web was just because it probably is a worse movie than The Crow. However, The Crow didn't make me laugh.
I got some points on that one.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, this one's tough. But there can only be one winner.
Highlander?
That movie didn't come out yet.
No.
Yeah.
no.
Wait, they're
So-
making it?
It's a show, isn't it?
Oh, so they're making it to a show?
I think it's a show.
Okay.
Henry Cavill,
Yeah.
Oh, really?
like a boss.
Oh, wow,
So
nice.
it'll start out amazing and then they'll ruin it.
Then they'll kick him off it.
And Henry Cavill voiced his opinion on how they're not being true to the characters at all, and then probably leave the show and they'll recast with Liam Hemsworth, and it'd just be like, whatever.
Somebody to watch that last season.
Yeah. And the winner for Best of the Worst with 53.3%, Madam Web.
Hey!
Yeah, the Crow tried to put up a fight with a decent second place. Joker, someone
There's no way you saw all four of those
There's
movies
a
and thought
group-
that was the best one.
there's a group of people out there who apparently think that that is the case.
Wow.
And there's some Craven fans out there too, apparently. Well, but yes, the Best of the Worst goes to Madam Web. Junior, calm down. You don't want to win that.
You weren't even in the.
You're not
yeah.
even in the category.
I think he's gone crazy about him. He wants all the trophies.
Yeah, I mean, first off, I am 2 for 2 on Best of the Worst. Just want to point that out. Yeah, Madam Web was something. It was.
It was a viewing experience. When they didn't do this not once, but and it was so infuriating, especially in the moment. They physically, sexually abuse Uncle Ben saying about responsibility and power
They do. It's awful.
twice.
Yeah,
Twice they did.
they messed it up twice on
Yeah,
purpose.
On purpose.
You know,
They sexually abused it?
in my ears they did.
if they had marketed that as a Madam Web parody, it would have gone over a lot better.
I think so.
That's bad.
You would think there would have been like a regular Madam Web movie first.
You think that's bad? What sounds like parody also would be like if I told you that Madam Web's mother was some kind of scientist, right? And in some vague jungle landscape country or place, she gets landed upon by a spider,
A radioactive spider from another universe.
and she is shot by the man who would become the villain of the movie for nefarious purposes, and that she's bleeding out, pregnant, I believe, at this time. She's taken upon by a group of men who are suspiciously dressed like Spider-Man would be 30 years later or some shit. Yeah.
What the fuck?
And they
yeah,
take
yeah.
her to their spider waterfall
They do.
cave, and they do some sort of spider water ritual. And
Did
the baby gets
The
found.
baby gets born, yeah, and that is why Madam Web has her Pepsi powers.
Yeah.
did someone watch or read Dark Knight's Metal and just like
Dark Knight Metal somehow makes way more sense than this movie.
that's what I mean? They're like, they saw that and they were like, we can make this more.
You know, you mentioned Liam Hemsworth earlier. I definitely should have put him in his Witcher suit on my like craziest news story list.
Oh,
I mean, yeah,
man.
You seem upset, Oz.
I am. Like,
This-
it's a lore that is near and dear to me, and they just ruined it.
hey man, you got to watch it. You know, see how it is.
I'm gonna hate watch it so I can review it with you guys.
See, now you know
now you're
how
assuming
Ace
that I'm gonna watch
feels.
it.
Oh, you're
all the
going to
time.
watch it because I'm making you.
There's a
All
lot
the
of hate
time.
on that side of the table.
That's true. Should I bust out my last one?
Yes.
All right. This one is new.
Ooh.
This is the We Made You Some Content Award. It's for the best podcast episode of 2024. I could not narrow this down to 4. There are 6 nominees,
Quite nice.
and they are the full MCU ranking, the Winter Soldier 10th anniversary, the best redemption arcs, the Dragon Con 2024 review, the Days of Future Past 10th anniversary, and the Heroine's Labyrinth.
Pretty sure I'm not on any of those.
Were you not on? You didn't go to Dragon Con. That's right.
No. Oh man, you weren't on any of these.
He's trying to tell you something, Dylan.
I think so.
I want to say I was just only on the Dragon Con, so you know.
A lot of these were just us. Yeah.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the fact that I'm being
Well-
like possibly physically dragged to Dragon Con, I might believe that.
And it's not even possibly. To be fair, I'm not on all of these. I'm only on 5 of the 6 of these.
That's
So-
surprising.
That is true. One was me and Douglas A. Burton. He's an author who wrote a couple books. One of them, The Heroine's Labyrinth, a really, really cool book. Yeah.
It's about how Ray is a shitty character.
It actually is a lot about that. we go into depths about a lot of stuff like that. Yeah. Really cool guy. Ah man, this is a tough one.
It's also the MCU ranking was technically 2 episodes because we had to
Yeah.
split it.
Yeah. Ooh man.
I'm just gonna go out and say it. I'm very partial to the Dragon Con episode because it introduced the homie universe to the Dick and Nips, the Brotherfucks.
to the Brotherfucks,
It is the origin of the Dick and Nips.
No. Deadpool and Wolverine was the origin
Yeah.
of Dick and Nips.
Oh, that's
Technically,
right.
That's
Wait,
true.
Yeah, but
It was
But the Brotherfucks,
Brotherfucks
is what
is
yeah.
is
okay.
Dragon Con. Yeah,
It
so-
evolved
yeah.
into the Dragon Con. By the Dragon Con review, that's when there was like the snacks and the candy and all
Yes,
that.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense because it was the Deadpool and Wolverine review. That actually should have been on the list because that was a great one.
It really
Yeah.
should have been.
I would have voted for that one.
Yeah, that was a great. review.
And Junior is fuming right now.
Oh yeah, he's very pissed.
Yeah,
at you.
I mean he'll be okay. I'll put him in the trunk and leave him there until Momo comes. I'm gonna have to clean the car out.
And you'll be like, what the fuck? Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
And the winner is Best Redemption Arcs.
Ooh. That was a good one. That was a really fun one.
That the reason I picked that one is there's just some content that I really enjoy making, and it's
Yeah.
typically that kind of thing where we get to go and like in depth analyze like characters and like what made them tick and things like that.
Yeah.
And this was one of those ones that we kind of threw in the middle of reviewing terrible shit,
Yeah.
like some of the stuff that's nominated for some of these awards tonight.
Yeah. I think this was like around the time we did like Umbrella Academy. And like we just had like some terrible shit that we had to get through.
We really did.
Yeah.
That hurt me worse than everything this year, I think, other than maybe Joker. And I only had to sit through like 2 hours of Joker. I had to sit through
true.
like 8 hours of Umbrella Academy.
It was rough.
So, do you guys review like the whole thing?
Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't have come back for a subsequent episode of it. It was
See-
awful.
I didn't hate the earlier seasons.
Oh, no, us either.
Okay.
I loved the first season. I think the season 1 and
Season 1 and 2. for
and
me.
2 tremendous, and season 3 I thought was still pretty good. Season 4 is terrible.
I'll be honest. I kept forgetting they were making a season 4 at all because I felt like season 3 was a solid end point.
It was. If
Yeah,
I
they
could,
should have just stopped.
I wish I could delete season 4.
Yeah. Like it don't get me wrong, it would feel like a cliffhanger of an ending, but would have been better than what we got for Umbrella Academy season 4.
And you've seen it?
Umbrella Academy season 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I have.
Yeah, it's kind of like, okay,
Is it the hotel one?
Hotel Oblivion is season 3.
3.
Okay, then yeah.
Yeah, 4 is awful. Like, yeah, I hate the Star Wars sequels, right? I hate them. But you've never heard me say that I wish they never got made at all. Like, they just didn't
I
make
thought I
any
have
more
heard
Star
you
Wars.
say that once.
No, I've never been like, I wish
Maybe
Return
I
of the Jedi was just it, and they never made any more. With Umbrella Academy, I wish they had never made a single second of it past season 3.
Via your specific wording, that is correct.
Maybe I was
Changed
just,
the wording partway in there.
maybe I was just projecting what I wanted to say, him to say, because I definitely wish they were never made.
The Umbrella Academy ones?
If we hadn't got
Star Wars.
Oh.
the shitty sequel trilogy, we wouldn't have got any of the good Star Wars stuff we got after that. So,
No, you just wouldn't have gotten it. Yeah.
yeah, we just wouldn't have got anything.
They could have left it at that.
No.
No, I really like a lot of the current like shows.
Yeah, Ahsoka's better than everything George Lucas ever made. So,
What?
Okay, yeah, you're gonna shut the fuck
No,
up
I
right now.
agree.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No.
I think I just heard a lot of people in the future get real mad.
Yeah,
You're also very biased.
homies, you can address all of that vitriol towards the homie Caleb.
Yep, that's all him. That's 100% him.
yeah, fuck you guys if you disagree with me. I don't care, but leave it in the comments. It will help the algorithm.
Ahsoka's better than all Star Wars. What the fuck? I can hear it now.
She's the best characters, that's all I'm saying.
Oh boy. Well, speaking of the best, it is time for a super duper surprising close race. One of the biggest awards that we give out every year. Movie of the Year.
Oh, this is gonna be a hard one.
Oh,
It's
very
gonna be
hard.
tough,
Yeah.
man.
I've been
So
pins and needles.
let's introduce the nominees for Movie of the Year. Venom: The Last Dance, Joker: Filet of Deux, Craven the Hunter, Madam Web, The Crow 2024 remake, Deadpool and Wolverine. This is a tough one, man. Whew.
There's only one good movie on the list. It was a rough year.
But that one was really good.
That one was,
It
very
was.
good.
The Homies Award should be shown to like all Hollywood executives so they can see just how shitty they did throughout the
They
year.
really should. I definitely agree with this.
DC didn't even put nothing in.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man. So who you guys think won?
I think Junior's walking away with yet another one.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir, Junior. You got the big one, dog.
That better be milking that bottle.
It is not. It is not.
Oh boy.
The eggnog is close enough.
Well, the winner of Movie of the Year with 93.8%,
Madam Web.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
And again, I'm baffled again that it's not higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, what came in second? The distant second.
Super distant second. Venom 3.
Brendan.
Brandon. You messed it up our percentages, dog. Stop voting for Venom.
See, if I had faith in you guys, that would have been a 100% win for Deadpool and Wolverine.
What universe is Venom 3 better than Deadpool and Wolverine?
Yeah, no.
It ain't this one.
Now, the crazy thing about this is like next year these awards are going to be very close.
Yeah.
We're going to have lots and lots of content.
Well, we hope they will be very close.
We hope they'll be very close. The contenders are definitely stronger than
yes.
2024.
I'm kind of blanking on all of the next year or this
we'll-
year's.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Okay.
Is that your goddamn phone, Oz?
You're the only one on the table.
My bad.
Amateur.
So that's why we have that's why we got the pockets.
Yeah.
Well, in years before, when we were just amateurs, this would be where we would wrap up. But no, there's a whole other side of superhero content. There's the TV shows. Thankfully, we got some really good superhero TV shows this year.
God damn right we did.
And again, I forgot about Umbrella Academy, but I don't think it
didn't.
would have made a difference. Well, so Sarah, we get into some of these TV show categories.
Let's
I'm
do
still
it.
an amateur, but yes.
Hey, you're a pro in my book, pal.
Oh,
Oh,
A professional weeb.
supposedly.
the best on the planet.
It's a very small planet.
Well, still counts. All right, so let's talk about some action here. So not only did we get a lot of TV shows, we got a lot of strong action from these TV shows. So, I mean, if, the action in Venom 3 and Craven didn't quite do it for you, then maybe the action in some of these TV shows could scratch that itch. And the nominees for Best TV Action are Creature Commandos, The Boys Season 4, Invincible Season 2, X-Men 97.
Oof.
It's actually tough.
That's a tough one.
I've seen one of those.
Oh my god.
Invincible?
I haven't got back to that one. I've seen the first bit. I haven't seen the newest season.
So which one have you seen?
So you've seen The Boys, but not Invincible or X-Men 97?
No, I said I've seen parts of Invincible, but I haven't seen the newest season now.
So then you haven't seen it. This is season 2 specifically. So you haven't seen any of them.
The Boys is what I said.
Oh, okay. I see. That's awful. It's worse.
Thoughts?
Fuck The Boys. Yeah.
Well, they're not bringing you any milkshakes to your yard.
I don't want their damn milkshake.
Isn't that
Yeah.
backwards?
What?
The milkshakes brought the boys, not the boys bringing the milkshakes.
Well, no. In this case, they are bringing the milkshakes. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a twist.
Yeah.
A twist.
With the twist.
With that twist.
M. Night Shyamalan is not here.
I wasn't gonna say it. But
These aren't ideas, these are twists. Sir, I'm not sure he understands the difference.
God damn.
Obviously, I want 97 to win. I haven't seen Creature Commandos yet. I know, terrible co-host. I want 97 to win. I would be... what was the other one?
Invincible Season 2 and The Boys Season 4.
I'd be totally fine with Invincible winning as well.
Gotcha. So for you, The Boys is a no-go.
Yeah. Yeah, everything about The Boys this season is a no-go for me, pretty much.
based on the small bits I've seen from each of them, if I had to guess, I would actually guess the Invincibles.
I mean,
Invincible.
Invincible is probably on my right there at the top. But like for me, X-Men 97, 100%.
They did get really creative with the action in 97. The action in the Invincible is just... I mean, it's just so brutal.
Yeah.
It is.
That opening scene from 97, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like, right off the rip, Cyclops,
Oh,
read them the
yeah.
forecast. Fuck.
Love
Like, so good. So good.
Well, they all have had their moments, but there can only be one winner. And the winner for Best TV Action with almost exactly 60%, X-Men 97.
That's what I'm talking about.
Congratulations to X-Men.
I thought The Boys might take it. I'm very glad they didn't.
The Boys had about 13%. Creature Commandos had almost 7, and Invincible 20.
I'm going to guess a lot of people haven't watched Creature Commandos yet, and I'm among them. I'm kind of waiting on more of it to be
this
done.
is the first I've heard of it. So.
Yeah, I contemplated putting this show off until like next year, but the problem is, by the time next year's Homies Award comes around, people will have forgotten half of what happened in Creature Commandos. So there's really no good spot to put it.
Creature Commandos is actually the launching point for the new DCU. It will be canon along with Superman and whatever comes out.
Peacemaker.
Yeah.
So congratulations to X-Men 97 in a very interesting category.
Oh, that's what it is.
This next one is also a very interesting category. Best TV Protagonist.
Ooh.
Curiouser and Curiouser. Let's talk about these nominees here. And your nominees for Best TV Protagonist. Agatha Harkness from Agatha All Along, Batman from The Cape Crusader, Oswald Cobb from The Penguin, Mark Grayson from Invincible, Superman from My Adventures with Superman, and Maya Lopez from Echo.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I forgot Echo came out this year. I remember that it came out, but I forgot that it was 2024.
It didn't come out this year.
Well, this year meaning 2024, meaning the 2024 Homie Awards.
I have the sinking suspicion Dylan knew exactly what you meant this whole time.
Yeah, I know. I just,
Okay.
explained it to him as if he was just dense.
That's fair.
I'll Brendan it up down here. Don't you tempt me.
So, best protagonist, man. I had to change the wording of this so that I could put in like Agatha and Penguin.
I was kind of curious about it for a second.
Didn't use best hero
Yeah.
because Penguin and Agatha are definitely the villains of their shows.
Right.
While I really loved Agatha as a show, and I
still need to watch that.
other than
very good.
97, it was. Have you seen WandaVision? Did you watch that?
I did watch
good.
one.
Because you will not get it without that.
Oh yeah.
Agatha was probably my favorite of the shows in live action. But to me, Penguin deserves to win this one. Colin Farrell's performance is fucking stellar. I mean, he just won a Golden Globe for it.
He did.
So-
I mean, not that anyone cares,
Yeah, I mean, he won that other
He
award.
won the other award. But can he win the one that really counts?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Damn.
I'm just, I mean, you heard the narrator at the beginning, he said, take all those other award shows and, and not imagine they were entertaining and important. That's this. Those are his words,
Yeah.
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 Well, the winner of Best TV Protagonist is, with 46.7%, Oswald Cobb, the Penguin.
That's what I'm talking about.
Congratulations to the Penguin. Agatha got a very respectable 20%.
Yeah. I mean, we text back and forth about this during the show and talked about it during the review. It's like, there's parts of Agatha where she's my least favorite part of the show.
Yeah. I was about to say that, actually.
And not to say that I ever didn't like her, but it's just that there are so many times where she's the least interesting person on the screen.
Yeah.
And that's a credit to the show, not a discredit.
Yeah.
And I had the opposite thoughts, whereas she was pretty much consistently my favorite throughout the show. But I like that kind of character.
Yeah. I just loved, and I think we all loved it. They did not do a face turn.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have been so disappointed had they done that.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah. Had they turned into a good guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just haven't heard the term before.
Oh yeah, I forget he's not a part. Yeah.
Well, it used to be an exclusively wrestling thing,
Well, that would
but
explain something.
those terms have now just leaked out into
Yeah.
like the cultural zeitgeist, and now they just apply to whatever.
Right.
Which I think is interesting.
Not to.
I would just called it a redemption arc.
I mean, but sometimes like that redemption just is so unearned.
Oh, I
Yeah,
agree.
unwarranted.
I don't like everything to have a redemption arc. I just
Yeah.
that was just saying like that's the term I
yeah.
know for it.
The only one to not receive any love in this category was poor Echo.
That doesn't shock me. Yeah, that's accurate.
All right. Well, now we're gonna move on to some villains.
Ooh.
And again, there were a lot of really good and interesting TV villains here. But let's see who our nominees are for Best TV Villain. And the nominees are Sophia Falcone from The Penguin, Bastion from X-Men 97, Homelander from The Boys, Wilson Fisk, aka Kingpin from Echo, Rio, aka Death from Agatha All Along, and Angstrom Levy from Invincible.
That's a lineup.
Yeah,
That is.
Yeah.
That is.
Whenever you started this, I actually sat there and thought, I was like, who's really the villain in Agatha All Along? And I'm still not 100% sure it's even Death.
It's still Agatha. She's the protagonist and the villain.
I mean, it's in the title the show Agatha all along.
Yeah, it was Agatha
Yeah,
all along.
She is the villain in the sense that she is the antagonist to the protagonist.
Yeah.
So
I was listening. I was just being a dick to Oz for a second.
You should have changed that one to the best antagonist.
yeah,
I was happy to see Bastion here. Mm-hmm. That scary motherfucker.
right.
Horrifyingly creepy.
I actually don't know the character at all.
He's basically a
Just,
human sentinel.
yeah, hybrid
Oh,
type.
that's terrifying.
A sentinel and a human smashed and made.
I can't say they can't do that
And
by
then,
design, but I feel like that's not quite how that happened. But I can't be sure.
and they made Baby Bastion batter. And yeah.
That's a sentence.
It was so cool to see Bastion in '97. He was I always thought he was a really cool character in the comics. And you'd be pleased to know he is, to me, equally as unnerving and creepy in the comics as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, he's really awful. Sophia Falcone deserves a mention here because the character was just so well played.
Yeah,
Iconic. I mean, I hope that they bring her back.
I feel like they have to now after her reception and performance. Yeah,
Yeah. She did tremendously, but there's a lot of good options in this list. I mean, Angstrom Levy.
yeah.
You know, out of I didn't like this season of The Boys, but there was a couple of episodes where Homelander really, you know,
That's
just
what's,
was
like, honestly, Homelander is just a fucking terrifying villain throughout. Period.
Yeah.
And like he's just so fucking unhinged all the damn time.
I think my reasoning for thinking he's such a good villain is just, ironically, is because he's so real.
Right? Like, so, like, his personality, everybody has met someone who is fucking as deranged as him. They just don't have superpowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me, Homelander didn't click as much this season because, I mean, Eric Kripke, he's out to do something here. But it's like there's less Homelander and just way more leaning into like right-wing Trump stuff. And it's like on one hand I get it, but on the other hand, don't forget what makes him so special, you know?
Yeah, there's only like one or two episodes, namely the one where he goes back to the vault or whatever.
That one
yeah.
was-
That he was like really on it
Yeah.
this year, and the rest of the time, he's just kind of being manipulated or going through the motions. You
Yeah.
know?
And I will agree that this season of it wasn't nearly as evil for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is a very interesting category. I can't wait to go over the winner and the follow-ups as well. The homies were very divided. And the winner for Best TV Villain is, with approximately 40%, Sophia Falcone from The Penguin.
Oh,
Congratulations. Would you guys care to take a guess at who came in second place?
Death.
No.
Huh?
I don't think Death even was third.
In second place with 26.6% of votes, Wilson Fisk, Kingpin from Echo.
I thought that he would. I actually, for a second, when you named off the nominees, I was like, he could win it just because he's fucking great at,
Yeah.
like, not because of what he did in Echo though. Like, and that's kind of how I was looking at it. It's like, if you're only judging what that character did in Echo, which is maybe 4.5 minutes of screen time,
Yep.
then no.
Yeah.
You know. Now, did we get to go see Vincent D'Onofrio? Did we get a picture with him? Yes.
I mean,
Thank you for asking. We did do that, but that doesn't change the facts here.
You know, Kevin, he called me randomly like last week, just to laugh and reminisce about Vincent D'Onofrio like cussing out that kid.
I was just thinking that, telling that kid his question didn't fucking matter. That shit was hilarious.
Have we told you this? So Vincent D'Onofrio's in his panel, and there's this kid, and he's waiting there, and the moderator's like, yeah, that's it, whatever. And the kid has been waiting there for a while at the mic, and he's like, "Oh shit!" And he like turns and goes to sit back down, and Vincent D'Onofrio is like, "This guy right here has been waiting a little while. Yeah, you come back up. We'll get your question in. You know, I seen you waiting there." And the kid like turns around. He's like, "Oh yeah." And he walks back up to the microphone. Everybody sits back down. And the kid asks him about 3 different characters of his, and he says something along the lines of like, "What would they talk about if they?"
Or no, I think it was like, "Would they get along?"
Yeah, or something like that.
Along those natures.
And Vincent D'Onofrio pauses and for a second, and he's just like, "I'm gonna be honest, man. I couldn't give a fuck about that."
And
Damn.
Kevin dies.
Kevin and Brendan both.
Yeah.
And them dying made me die.
And me. They were belly laughing so hard, and we just all were. And there was a brief moment there where just our row was laughing and everyone else was like silent.
It was so fucked up.
And the kid wasn't that far from us either.
No, like he was so we were like here and then like 3 or 4 seats over. And like, yeah, like, it was bad.
That kid still thinks about that too.
Oh, yeah, you know he does.
So do we. He probably will think about that forever.
And then he finds this show.
Yeah, it was us, kid.
Yeah, it was us. Yeah, we were the ones.
My
laughing.
bad.
Yeah.
I mean,
there.
if I stood up there for an hour, I think I'd have thought of a better question.
Yeah, that's all. You know.
You had time.
Angstrom Levy did not get any love for this category. Actually.
The fuck?
I think a lot of it has to do again with timing. Invincible season 2 wrapped up very early on in 2024.
Yeah.
So, and I think if anything, that kind of hurt it. Maybe.
They thought he'd be stronger.
Yep. Rio only got 6.9% of votes.
Nice.
That almost seems intentional. But I don't know how they would know possibly the math on
That the fact that that's what Aubrey Plaza got
Right.
that's got to be intentional somehow. Somebody hacked the shit.
It was me.
Oh.
You figured out the exact amount. Of,
And Bastion and Homelander both got about 13%.
they're similar.
Yeah, that kind of tracks.
The creepiness level is.
Yeah. Oh man. This next category, very interesting. Best animated TV series. So not best TV series as a whole, but best animated TV series. Again, we got a lot of good ones here. And the nominees for best animated TV series are Creature Commandos, Invincible Season 2, X-Men 97, Batman the Caped Crusader, My Adventures with Superman Season 2, and What If Season 3.
I didn't even know there was a What If season 3.
I was about to say that.
It's almost done, I think.
Yep.
Like I love season 1 and 2.
I hear there's a significant drop off this season.
Oh no!
And that says something because I love Season 1. I can never watch Season 2 again and be fine.
Yeah, same.
And Season 3,
I could select certain episodes from season 2 and watch again.
I could probably do that, maybe. But yeah, Season 3, I only made it like 2 episodes in, and I had to turn off that second episode.
Yeah,
was,
the one where Iron Man is on Sakaar. That's season 2, isn't it?
Wait. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
The Grandmaster, yeah, and then they do like the Hot Wheels racetrack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was season 2. Yeah,
That was a good one.
That was good. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Deep Blue Sea?
The one with Happy Hogan becoming like a Hulk, was that Season 1 or 2?
That's 2.
Okay, that one was actually pretty
Happy
good.
Save Christmas or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, there were some bangers in season 2. It's just the overarching thing they tried to pull together at the beginning was weak sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was like at the end of Westworld season 2 where they tried to just pull the same shit on you again,
Yeah.
but with no nuance and way obvious
Yeah.
because they done did it before.
I never did manage to finish that one all the way through.
I heard it gets better at the end.
Oh yeah, the last season was amazing. When they brought Aaron Paul in, the show changed drastically. They were like, okay, well we can't think of anything clever to do, so we're just gonna bring Aaron Paul in, and we're gonna have Aaron Paul and the villain from Ocean's 12 fucking shoot it out.
Fuck it.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, I'll go back and watch that again someday.
Season 2 was bad though. It was real bad.
Real bad.
Real bad.
So what do you guys think won Best Animated TV Series?
97.
97. Yeah, 97.
Why was the Suicide Squad one not on here?
What?
Yeah, why was Suicide Squad Isekai missing?
Oh man, was that 2024?
Oh yeah.
It was.
What?
Yeah.
It got nominated
crazy.
for another homie.
Yeah, well, oh man, that's crazy. Wow, they could have won this one.
Why'd you say it in that kind of way?
Huh? Oh, I'm just saying, they could have won. Yeah, well, that's too bad. Oh well. And the winner of Best Animated TV Series with 86.7%, X-Men 97.
Hell yeah.
Blowouts.
I'm a little surprised. Like, I know I haven't seen it yet. Most of the things I haven't seen, by the way, still on my watch list. I just haven't gone around to it. I'm a little surprised the number wasn't higher.
There are, I mean, Creature Commandos and Invincible took up like the rest of the slack mostly here.
Okay.
I mean, there was a lot of good, like really good stuff on that list. So
Yeah. I just like the overall fan reaction I saw from 97 just like was why I thought it would be a little higher.
Well-
I'm not saying it would be 100% or anything, but
we all thought it was going to suck, and
That's
then
fair.
about 10 minutes into the first episode, we were like,
It
"Oh,
does
I really like this,"
Right. Well, let's see if they can keep it up. And
Yeah.
they did.
and it just got better,
Yeah.
and better and better and better, and you're just like, "Oh."
I'm not used to this.
Yeah. now what we're gonna do now is go. Can they do that next season?
Yeah. That's going to be the real test, you know. Speaking of real tests, this next one, actually the next two are going to be very interesting categories. The last two categories. Next up, we have Best Superhero TV Show. So, including the animated and the live action, what is the very best superhero TV show of 2024? And the nominees are Agatha All Along, Batman the Cape Crusader, Creature Commandos, Echo, Invincible Season 2, My Adventures with Superman, The Boys, X-Men 97, and The Penguin. Oh, and What If Season 3.
And Suicide Squad is Isekai.
Didn't make the time.
it's weird that it just keeps getting like falling off the end of the list there.
It's weird, yeah. Yeah, I think maybe somebody pranked him. Maybe deleted it off.
Oh,
the
that could have been it. Could have been it.
It
They
was-
knew it would win.
It was Junior.
so-
He tried to write in Deadpool. It was me. Oh, okay.
What?
Ruin changed the list.
Well, fuck. Thank you, Erwin.
It's very helpful.
From moving forward, you have to start doing this in metal.
Oh, that's gonna make this real difficult.
Well,
Yeah.
Can I use aluminum foil at least?
Actually, now that you mention it, you certainly can.
yeah, you can. Very much so.
Well, shit. Any takers? Who do you think won Best Superhero TV Show?
I want it to be 97,
I'm leaning 97 myself. Like, you just.
but I would accept Agatha All Along or a Penguin.
Well, the winner of Best Superhero TV Show is with 66.7%. X-Men 97.
You goddamn right.
My man.
Penguin was in second place with 26.8%. Followed by Agatha, who has about 7%. And the homies were like, "No, it's got to be one of those three."
Yeah. I agree.
Oh man! So congratulations to X-Men 97.
racking it up this year.
Racking it up.
It's
Yeah.
really good.
It's a great year to be Wolverine.
It is.
Yeah.
Wolverine won everything.
I think that's the reason why Junior is so excited.
Oh yeah.
That's true. I actually think Junior might need to be changed. You're up, Dylan.
Yeah. You
That
know,
sucks.
X-Men 97 so far, they've won every category they've been in except for Best TV Villain. So, yeah, they're cleaning up pretty good. Pretty good. But now, there's only one more category left. And this is the big one, folks. This is the one that takes everything.
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 And that is simply titled the Homie Award. What is, forget categories, forget movies or TV shows, what has been the best project, the best thing, superhero related, that you have seen on a screen? And for this one, I narrowed it down to 4 potential things that I thought stood the best chance of winning. And I think the picks were right, looking at the results here. The nominees for the 2024 Homie Award are Agatha All Along, Deadpool and Wolverine, The Penguin, and X-Men 97.
I just saw Matthew McConaughey walk out. Was he expecting to be nominated for something? He wasn't.
Did anyone tell him that I spoke to James Gunn about making sure that he was not Mr. Freeze?
Oh, I bet he just heard about that.
Oh, man.
There's still hope. He could still be cast in the Batman 2. If it ever comes out.
Oh, man. You know, I can say one thing. I thoroughly enjoyed all 4 of these projects.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
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 You good, Dylan?
I'm fine. I'm just letting you guys have your moment.
See, nah, Dylan. We're not having that over there.
This one is actually tough because all 4 of these are superb.
Yeah.
What was it? 97, Deadpool, Wolverine, Penguin,
And Agatha.
Agatha.
Yep.
This is the creme de la creme, folks. This is the cream of the crop.
I don't know which one's going to take
Homie
this.
Award.
The Homie Award.
First off, let me say, I'm fine with whatever wins here. This is a win situation. Okay.
I've only seen 2 of these, so I can't say much. But like everything I've heard about the other 2,
Yeah.
has been very
I'm in a
good.
very similar position with you.
I've seen them all. These things kept me alive through the other shit that we had to deal with this year. I want it to be 97, just because it was. I mean, all of these blew me away, but 97 made me feel things that the other ones did not. And I am very big on art that makes me feel a range of emotions. And 97 hit me with the trauma. And I didn't really get that from any of the other ones to this extent. It was all around. Like, it covered everything, right? Deadpool and Wolverine's more action, comedy.
Yep.
And it excelled at those things. But 97 had that and the heart, you know? For me, my vote would be for 97.
I mean, honestly, I agree with Caleb for the most part, but honestly, I think Deadpool and Wolverine's gonna take it. I just think they are.
Interesting. Delanius. Maximus.
How'd you know my name? Now I got to eat the world.
Shit.
Whoa.
That escalated quickly.
Do it before I have to pay taxes.
No. Right afterwards. After that shit comes out of your bank account, that's when I'm going to be like,
That's fucked up.
yeah.
I'm never paying.
Well, you saving the world. Again, I've only seen 2 of them. Based off of your reaction and the vast number of people who have the same exact reaction as you, basically, I'm not going to be shocked if 97 pulls it.
Let's see.
And your winner for the 2024 Homie Award is, with 60%,
Ooh.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Really?
I mean,
X-Men-
Fine, Junior.
I thought it was going to be second.
Like I said, it was a good year to be Wolverine.
Yeah?
X-Men 97 came in second place with about 20%. Then Agatha, and then Penguin.
That's interesting because Penguin was higher than Agatha on the last one.
Yeah,
And Agatha was higher on this
on
one.
this one.
I could never determine which one of those shows I liked more when I was actually watching them because they were on at the same time.
Yeah.
And DC and Marvel fans did this weird fucking homerism shit on the internet where they just like fanboy bullshitted at each other. Like, oh, well, we got this show and we got this show. I was like, I've been suffering through so much bullshit all year. There's 2 good TV shows on.
Right. And that happens so rarely.
Yeah, can we just enjoy them both,
Yeah,
please?
please.
No.
Apparently that is correct, Dylan.
I mean, that's not my actual
I mean,
response. It's just-
like, honestly, I feel like we just had like as a fandom, they had to have something to argue about.
That's true. I mean, I trust me. If anybody gets that, I do. But like, I mean, we could just collectively shit on Sony while we enjoy these other things.
Yeah, I mean, we can kick them while they're down.
Yeah, they didn't come out with anything good in 2024.
Yeah. Trust us, we know. We were there.
Yeah, them motherfuckers didn't even put out a controller update that was good in 2024. Like nothing they put out in 2024 was good.
Well, come on, man. The PS5 Pro?
No, that sucked. It's like an $800 box that you can play PS4 games on.
Pretty
Sorry,
much.
I've noticed something and it's not going to bug me forever.
What?
One of the Sandman books, the line is higher at the top there.
Yeah, one of my Mistborn Era 2 books is like that
Oh,
too.
no.
I think it's Lost Metal. Yeah, gotta wait for the leather bound, I guess.
I believe that some of those were printed at different printers, which would explain, you know.
Like the rest of them are a little off, but they're close at least. That one's just really off.
Well, damn it, Dylan. I'm sorry that my collection does not meet your standards.
It's okay. I forgive you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
good. Now that we're past that.
Yeah. So, congratulations to Deadpool and Wolverine for winning the Homie Award this year.
Cleaned it up.
Cleaned
did
up.
it.
I think that I think
The awkwardness of that.
I think a lot of it has to do also with like the overall reception of Deadpool and Wolverine, added with the fact that so many people saw it.
Yeah.
And it was incredibly hyped. Yeah, but
Yeah.
you couldn't miss it. These other 3 were TV shows.
Right.
And
That's
for whatever reason, these streaming companies have a hard time marketing some of this marketing some of this stuff.
That is true, and it's a weird dilemma because I don't know why it would be that difficult. Is it for spoilers or what? I don't know.
I think for like Disney, for instance, like when something comes out, they'll put it on like the main screen for Disney Plus. They'll be like, "Oh, we're coming out with this," and they'll put it front and center, and it's almost like they feel like that's all they have to do.
Yeah.
But what I think maybe they don't grasp is, I'm not waking up in the morning and logging into Disney Plus and going,
Right.
What's on here
new?
today?
Yeah.
Like if I log in there, I'm doing it specifically to watch the thing I already know about.
Right.
And at that point, I'm barely looking at the front anyway. I'm like, all right, down.
Yeah.
And also, hey, fuck you, Disney Plus, and your goddamn commercial ads. Those shits suck so bad.
Yeah, I don't have that on mine. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
Neither do I.
Now, I did really hate them during Raw on Netflix, though.
Oh God.
Yeah, that was bad too. But it's not, it's even worse when you're trying to watch a 30-minute episode of television and you get hit with 3 fucking ads.
That's true.
That's true. That's why
It's atrocious, yeah.
like Prime is very bad about that shit.
Yeah, like we have that on Hulu, and like I just recently binged watched all of What We Do in the Shadows, and it was atrocious. Then I realized you had it on Plex, so I was like, "Fuck that! I'm going back over there."
Yeah.
I actually pay the extra to not have that Prime Video ads because I just can't do it.
I thought about it, but I'm like, I'm not giving those fucks no more of my money.
I think that's where I'm at.
Yeah, I was there too, but I just cannot watch ads. Like I can't do it.
What's interesting for me is that like that happened to me with YouTube Red, where it's like they offer like a free 3-month subscription. I was like, fuck it, I'll just unsubscribe in like 2.5 months. And I got it, and I was like, I'm never going back.
No.
They got you, man.
They got me.
They got you.
It works.
Yeah, it's a good product.
You ever been at like somebody's house and you're like, hey, pull this up on YouTube?
Yes.
And
And then they go to pull it up and there's an ad, and I'm like, fuck is wrong with your YouTube?
I don't have YouTube Red. So
Log out. Let me log
whatever.
in.
Yeah. Hey, give me the controller. Let me log in real quick.
We'll still be able to finish it faster.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no.
Oh, man. Well, we've looked back at the year we had, and boy, we had some ups and downs. This was a weird roller coaster.
Oh. I forgot to ask it before we heard the results. But which one did you think originally was going to win the Homie Award? Like, when you first put them all up, which one did you think?
I honestly would have bet money on Deadpool and Wolverine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was going to clean up this year.
I figured as well. I was just curious, we were spending the entire time telling our things. I wanted to ask you yours.
Oh yeah. Well, thank you. Well, I mean, either way, the mutants came out nice this year,
Yeah.
That's true.
So
Especially
weird
Wolverine.
sentence.
especially Wolverine. Yeah. But now that we've looked back at the year that we had, I think it's time to look forward to the things we have yet to come.
We have hope.
There is hope yet. This is a very competitive year on paper.
Yeah.
But let's talk about some of the things we have coming up this year and see where these things will land potentially.
I know one thing I want to really celebrate is that we don't have a single fucking Sony movie on the horizon for 2025.
That alone
They're just
is
going to
a big-
surprise you. They're just going to surprise you. They're just going to toss one out.
They're going to re-release all of them together.
And in one binge,
Yeah.
If they
they
release
lock the doors.
if they release their Sinister 5 movie, I'll watch it.
Same.
Oh. So actually the first thing we have coming out that will be nominated for a homie, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Comes out January 29th. Is a animated TV show on Disney Plus.
Oh.
Okay.
I actually am not super hyped for this.
Why's that?
I actually will say. Well, go ahead. Yeah.
Well, the original premise of this show is it actually was originally supposed to be voiced by Tom Holland, and it was supposed to be the story of his Spider-Man before Civil War, before Tony Stark found him.
Okay.
And that I would have been super interested in. But now, I don't know what the fuck it's about. It definitely ain't about Tom Holland.
No.
Is he still voicing it?
So
No.
looking at like the notes they have here for it, they do say here, if they are correct, far away in another level of the multiverse.
Yeah.
Yep. So
And see, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I've enjoyed a lot of the stuff from the multiverse, and like what they've done with it. But I'm kind of getting to that point where it's like, I'm done with Spider-Man for a little while. Like, there's just so much.
yeah, I mean, Spider-Man, he's a cash cow.
I'm aware. Like, he single-handedly saved Marvel Comics back in the day.
Yeah.
So
I
I mean,
didn't know that.
yeah, like they were going under. DC was beating the crap out of them, and then Stan Lee created Spider-Man, and
He was radically different. Think about it, like a teenage kid, who has so many problems. He has school problems, girl problems, relationship problems. Like, think about it. Bruce Wayne has none of those problems.
Yeah.
And he's not a kid. And so it's like Spider-Man on paper should have been like a sidekick. And also spiders, who the fuck likes spiders?
Yeah.
Everything was going against it. But it just resonated with so many people and took the fuck off.
Stanley looked at him and said, "Let me cook," and then also said, "You'll understand that eventually." And they started going.
Yeah. You guys aren't ready for it, but your kids are going to love it.
Johnny B. Good came on at work. Like, somebody was just playing a whole bunch of random songs, and that came on.
that is amazing.
I didn't know this, but Coleman Domingo was voicing Norman Osborn.
This whole thing is just,
I don't know who that is.
it's odd to me, and I just don't think I'm going to be interested in it. Like, we have enough Spider-Men.
We do. This is adding another one.
And
And see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it just, don't get me wrong. Like, I've enjoyed what I've seen, but it's like how like all the DC stuff is like there was those 4 Batman movies in the early days, and it's just like I'm tired of seeing Batman reboots. I want to see something else from DC, something that hasn't been seen before. Just like that's why I'm kind of tired of Spider-Man.
Well, I got some news for you. DC is about to reboot Batman.
I'm aware.
while their other one is still on.
Yes.
So, whenever you said it was going to be a Tom Holland thing, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then you're like, it's not anymore. I was like, I'm kind of mirroring your thing of just like, we have too many active, different stories going of the same thing.
If it's not Spider-Man 4 or Beyond the Spider-Verse, I don't really care.
Yeah. And I mean, and that's kind of been Spider-Man's MO in general, comics included, for like the past, in my opinion, 10 years.
Ooh, exception. I would also be down for a Spider-Man 98.
Okay, yeah, that would be good too.
I'd actually, because that is actually the first exposure to Spider-Man I had was the old school cartoon. So
Mine was a PlayStation 1 game.
Oh.
Was it Web of Shadows?
The game.
Or the one, there was a few before. PS1 game?
PS1.
Okay, yeah.
Web of Shadows was dope.
I don't think it was
Web-
called Web of
I think
Shadows.
Spider-Man 2 is like.
I think it was just like the
based off the
Amazing
movie.
Spider-Man
That
one.
one is the first one. I played,
The
and I
final
enjoyed
one
the
is
hell out of that.
Oh, yeah, that game was great for its time.
Carnage is the final. Carnage and Doc Ock.
Yeah, I actually got a chance to chat with Christopher Barnes that voiced Spider-Man in Spider-Man, the original, the old Spider-Man cartoon, and he said he's waiting on the phone call. So he hasn't talked to Disney yet.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that actually.
That would be great, man. And honestly, I don't know why they didn't like quietly cancel this in order to make that.
Yeah, I mean,
think that
Instead of oddly, weirdly changing this.
this is a minor spoiler, but fucking Spider-Man is in X-Men 97.
yeah, and it's a great cameo.
I'm not even that shocked about that.
And it's not Agent Spider, like it's actually him.
Yeah.
Because he's also in Invincible Season 2, oddly enough.
It's because he's in the comic for that same.
Oh, that's
shot.
right. Yeah, I do remember that.
They
Actually.
basically were just like, okay, this is where we'll get sued.
Right.
But no, I'm with you on this. Oh man, I'm just looking at this now. I didn't know any of this. They're introducing some new characters in this show, and I'm not excited about any of them.
Oh no.
Nico Minoru, I mean, she's like a sorceress chick from the Runaways. She's fine. Amadeus Cho, who was like one of the worst Hulks I've ever seen, he'll be in the show. Anyway, we can move on from that one. Other heroes set to appear: Daredevil.
Morbius, Craven.
Daredevil, voiced by Charlie Cox.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Doctor Strange. Benedict Cumberbatch has yet to confirm whether he'll be reprising that role or not. But yeah, so there's gonna be some familiar faces and some new. But
Don't that shit come out in January? He should know by now.
all right, he's like I don't know.
Well, I guess he's not in it.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Captain America: Brave New World.
Yes. February.
Like I'm definitely excited about it. Like I wasn't super like into Falcon and Winter Soldier, but like I didn't hate it. But it was. I'm very excited to see Brave New World. This is gonna be dope.
I hope so.
Giancarlo Esposito, Harrison Ford, the Falcon / Captain America. It looks really good. I think the tone of the movie is exactly what I want from it. We'll just see if they can pull it off, and also if they cut out Seth Rollins. We got you now, Captain America. Put your hands up.
The fuck?
Seth Rollins is in the movie originally.
Oh my god.
He's supposed to be like one of the goons for Giancarlo Esposito.
So I'm also hyped for this. I saw the trailer, and then we watched it again in the lunchroom on one of my coworkers' phones, and we were just like, I felt like I was in school at lunch again. So we were all just like huddled together watching it, and then at each beat we were just like, oh.
It looks really good.
Oh yeah, and I think what my problem with Falcon and Winter Soldier was they were just trying too hard to tell that story. Like it just didn't. It felt like it was a little bit forced.
Oh yeah.
They also
But
forgot
this-
to put Bucky in it.
That's true. They really did. But like, at least from the trailer, what I've seen is like this. Like it's definitely what it needs to be. At least it looks like on paper.
Yeah. On paper. You know, for me, my thing is like this. Not to be a negative Nancy, but either one of two things has to happen. Either Red Hulk is getting nerfed or Falcon is getting some plot armor.
I think that the Hulk will show up, and it will be Smart Hulk and Falcon versus Red Hulk.
Oh.
I fucking hope that Marvel has the kind of restraint to put Banner in the movie and say nothing. God, I hope so.
Does our Mark Ruffalo, does he have the restraint to not?
That's fair. He's always spoiling shit.
That's why you haven't seen him on TV talking about anything. You know,
They just have him locked up.
they could have him presenting at the Oscars, and he'd be like, "And the nominees are I'm in Captain America and Brave New World." Fuck!
He's up there talking, and all of a sudden his mic gets cut. They just heard him start to say it.
You just see a fucking like Trank Dart come out of nowhere.
Shit. But no, I am hyped for Brave New World. It's the first superhero movie we get this year. I think that Marvel knows that this one, like there's not like this isn't as important as like the Superman movie is for DC, but this is still pretty important for where Marvel is right now.
Because it's still setting a stage of where they're going.
Right.
And so...
It's also like the most expensive superhero movie ever made.
At this point.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
They've
Because
spent
of all the reshoots
almost $500 million.
Yeah.
When's it dropping?
Let's see.
Valentine's Day?
February 14th. Yep.
Ba-boom.
So that will be most interesting.
We're trying to do like a opening.
Oh, we'll definitely be there for opening night.
Oh yeah.
I might
For
take that
shizzle.
next day off just cause.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be Valentine's Day too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You get to spend it with us.
If the movie sucks,
It's
go
more
home
than I normally get.
and have sex with your date. If the movie's awful, go home and have sex with your date or yourself if you don't got a date. You know, whatever.
The saying that right after what Ace said.
I mean, it's fine. Whatever.
I mean...
You know.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Context there. Huh. Anyway.
Oh, so is this Trouble in Paradise now? That was what I'm hearing?
Listen, all I'm saying is, regardless of what your preferences are, we probably got something for you at this table. You know?
Yeah.
And if your preferences are no, we're just gonna go have some tea.
Yeah, that's still covered. I mean,
We got you.
The next thing here is something that I'm so excited for, and I really need it to be good. March 4th, Daredevil: Born Again.
fuck yeah.
Oh, I've somehow missed this entirely.
What?
I still need to catch up on all the Netflix shows. I'm plugging through them, but like I gotta catch up.
So this is
I'm
essentially
actually
gonna be
thinking
season
about
4.
I'm actually thinking about just skipping the other shows.
Ah,
Like,
yeah,
I'm just
you
go
can.
with Daredevil and Punisher and be done with it.
You can do that.
I would not do that, but you know.
So my reason for being so behind on this one is actually a good one. Me and my brother started watching them together, and then we ended up, our schedules desynced, and I kept holding on to it, being like, oh well, we could watch it again together, and now we're just so desynced, it's not gonna happen. I just haven't restarted it, but yeah.
If you didn't like season 1 of Jessica Jones, though, I there's no way you're gonna like anything else other than Daredevil season 3, maybe. So,
Like I didn't hate it. I just felt like she made a lot of the same decisions over and over again.
why are you whispering?
It just kind of happened. It got very quiet, so I was like, "Oh no,
We were all listening to you.
It's a podcast.
Yeah,
it's
I know.
supposed to be quiet except for who's talking.
that's fair." I'm just saying.
There's also kind of a lot riding on this show too, and like because all the movies that are so big, I feel like people aren't really recognizing this as much. But Daredevil was a beloved show on Netflix,
Yeah.
and I don't know what the fuck Marvel originally had planned for this TV show, where it was going to be. How many episodes originally?
It was going to be 24?
Yeah.
24 episodes.
In one season?
Yes.
Yes. It was not
Some
going
CW
to...
numbers, dog.
Right.
They were going to have Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio, but they were not going to consider any of the Netflix verse to be canon. They were not going to have any other characters from those shows. They were not going to acknowledge them at all. Fortunately, I think they made 3 episodes and they turned them into Kevin Feige, and Kevin Feige was like, "You guys are fucking fired." Because apparently Daredevil wasn't even in the... You don't even see him in the suit until the end of the 3rd episode.
Yeah.
What?
They made like a courtroom drama show.
Yeah. Because, you know, when you read a Daredevil comic book, your favorite shit is to read about Matt studying law.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah, She-Hulk was probably in it, not confirmed, but
It makes sense.
yeah. She can still be in it.
She can.
I mean,
boy, they're going to have to... She's going to be in, like, in Gen form, I think, you know,
yeah.
just for, like, the tone of it.
Can you imagine if she was well written? That'd be
my
great.
Gosh. Wow.
That'd be fantastic.
Damn.
I'd be so happy.
Let's keep it realistic here, all right?
Oh, okay. My bad. You're right.
I couldn't even finish She-Hulk, so.
I didn't start it.
It was bad.
Yeah.
I talked about starting it, and I think you were just like, don't.
Yeah,
No, it was bad. Yeah.
When she started twerking with Megan Thee Stallion,
What?
or is that who it was?
That's the thing that happens.
Like at the end, like I have one
Isn't
of the
this a
episodes.
law?
But she's twerking in her law office
Uh-huh.
in She-Hulk form.
And She-Hulk form. With Meg.
Okay.
Stallion. Yeah.
Yeah, like I just kind of like I was like, I'm not watching this. Click. I just stopped watching.
You know, I don't mind seeing people twerk, especially Meg. She's the best. Meg is the bestest.
I'm not saying, but like as far as like,
Yeah.
if that's what I was watching it for, yes,
Yeah.
100%.
No, I'm with you.
Okay.
I'm with you with that. 100%. Yeah. There's a time and a place for everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thunderbolts is May. I don't think that's right anymore, is it? May 2nd?
Yeah.
That's right.
correct.
Okay, yeah. Thunderbolts,
Thunderbolts.
asterisk.
Yeah, Thunderbolts asterisk. We talked at length about what the asterisk might mean.
And I still have no idea.
I just think the name of the movie is going to be Dark Avengers by the end of it.
That would be cool.
The trailer looks amazing. They took a bunch of
seen the
characters we don't care about and
haven't seen
put
the
them on
trailer
one
either.
movie. Oh, it looks tremendous.
Yeah. It's
After
a
this,
good
we should watch
trailer.
it.
We should.
I'm down to 100%.
You haven't seen it either?
Oh,
He listens to me more.
yeah.
What?
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 I will be. I don't know what it says about me. I would be mildly disappointed if at least 2 of them don't die.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Yeah, at least 2.
Yeah. I mean, they are essentially they are Marvel's attempt at a Suicide Squad. That's what the Thunderbolts are.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And,
Okay.
and I mean, I'm not specifically saying that I would really like it if Ghost and Red Guardian were the 2, but
If I had to choose,
if I had to choose to,
you know,
actually, it might be Taskmaster.
I see Taskmaster is such a cool character in the comic books. If they can find a way to redeem that character, if they can't find a way, then yeah.
Yeah, but they're redeemable in their current form.
Are you saying that the Suicide Squad Taskmaster wasn't? He wasn't like the Pinnacle?
You mean the one in
In Isekai?
Yeah.
That's not Taskmaster. It's Peacemaker.
yeah, it's Peacemaker.
No. I thought he was. Might be forgetting a name then.
Talking about Deadshot?
No.
No, there's.
You thinking about is it Mind Master? Or
Is it,
whatever?
it might be. Yeah, him.
Yeah, the Thinker.
Oh,
Is he
The
the thinker?
Thinker.
Ah.
Yeah,
yeah.
That is a.
That's why I got
super
that messed
name
up
name.
because like
he was the villain in the live action Suicide Squad.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
The scientist guy that was like, that was the
Was
Thinker.
he? I think I say this every time.
Yeah, guy kind of looks like Rick Sanchez.
He does kind of like Rick Sanchez. That is true.
Broke eyes.
Taskmaster is the character who normally has like a skull face helmet, can copy the.
Oh, that. God,
Yeah.
How did I mix those two up at all? Well, I guess it's the name specifically.
Yeah.
But I do actually know that character
Yeah.
a little bit, not a huge amount, but
Yeah, a really cool character in the comic books. One of the shittiest adaptations that Marvel's done, live action. So if they can redeem the character, great. If not, Kill her. Oh, or maybe they can kill her and be like, there's a Taskmaster program, and then bring in the real Taskmaster. But yeah, hopefully it's good. The villain is a character known as the Sentry. I really like that character. It's a character that's so OP that it's like
I do forget that
Marvel often doesn't know what to do with them. You know.
He was supposed to be like an evil Superman.
Yeah, he's also one of Marvel's many attempts at a Superman. There's a lot of those too. But Sentry is very cool. He's very mentally unstable, and very easier to manipulate because of his mental instability.
He's kind of got like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde thing going.
Okay.
Yeah,
But super powered.
like just elevator notes on the character is like he hides away and used his powers just to essentially make everyone forget that he ever existed and put himself into a comic book basically. So they thought it was just a comic book within a comic book, but eventually they end up finding this guy. He's trapped himself inside of a prison on the raft with a bunch of other supervillains, and then he says that he doesn't want to be a superhero anymore because there's this evil within him known as the Void, and whenever he does something good, the Void does something equally bad. And they're trying to tell him, hey, this is just, this it's not real. It's all in your head, blah, blah, blah. He's like, no, it's real. And so for a while, there's this whole thing about is the Void real, is it not real, And so it's a very interesting concept with this character.
I like that name. For like the bad Void.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, Thunderbolts should be really good. This next project, Ironheart comes out June 24th. So Marvel has heard that you guys want more Iron Man. Boy, howdy, have they got something in store for you.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
I will say that in the brief shots we got, the suit looks better than it did in Black Panther 2.
That's the lowest of bars, but I agree.
That's all I got, man. I'm trying to be positive tonight. It's the Homie Award.
That's true. Sorry. Ironheart is a character in the comics who she creates an Iron Man suit.
She's in Black Panther 2. She has an Iron Man suit.
Yeah, that's all I got.
It actually kind of looks more like a anime mecha suit, but it's tiny.
Yeah.
If you forgot all about her, you could.
I never watched Black Panther 2. So.
That does look very anime.
Oh, okay. That's a choice.
Riri Williams.
That's an interesting choice.
Yeah, it was really good.
You see that right there? All of that makes me not want to.
It was really good from a movie standpoint. If you were looking for it to be an adaptation of Namor from the comics, then it was not.
It reminds you that, man, this movie would be really good if T'Challa was fucking in it.
I think that's part of the reason why I haven't watched it, is because I know it's not going to be the same.
And then the movie's even like, yeah, dog, wouldn't this be better if T'Challa was still alive? I'm like, yeah.
I mean, Shuri was my favorite anyway, so I think that her being the star of it just kind of helped for me. So, I mean, yes,
I didn't hate it.
Would I have preferred Chadwick Boseman to be alive and in it? Absolutely, everyone would. I think.
Yeah.
Sure. But T'Challa is too important to just kill off and cast away, and I think the fact that this movie made less than half of what the first one made speaks a lot.
Well, I'll say this: in the third one, I 100% believe they will recast. I read an article about that today.
No one's called me yet to ask me if I wanted the role.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Maybe they just
I
assumed
listen
you
to your
did.
conversations all the time, and I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about a Barrett casting. So.
Oh shit. So anyway, they're making an Ironheart project. We'll see what happens with that. Hopefully it's good. Maybe it's good. Only 6 episodes, so
I mean, if it's not good, at least it won't be long.
That's true.
Like Venom 2.
That's what she said.
Oh.
Title of your sex tape?
Oh.
We are getting Invincible season 3.
Yeah, we don't have to wait 6 years.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh my gosh, I'm so ready for this. incredibly ready. Speaking of Black Panther, we are getting Eyes of Wakanda, the animated TV show.
Hype.
Yeah,
Does it look good?
we haven't seen much of it yet.
Okay.
We've seen just a little bit.
Yeah.
The concept is cool though. It's different Black Panthers throughout
centuries?
history,
Yeah.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
they are recovering artifacts that the white people stole from Wakanda.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's actually dope as shit.
yeah. I'm sorry, the colonizers. Be correct.
I'm pretty sure you said the same
You
thing.
just said the same thing twice.
Yes, I did.
I mean, yeah.
Show me the difference in these two pictures.
If there's like an episode where like T'Chaka fights Hulk Hogan, I will lose my mind.
Oh,
Please, Marvel.
But you know that he's going to be promoting his beer during the whole thing. So
know,
like,
They're gonna pitch that to Hogan. He's gonna be like, "Well, do I go over, brother?" And they're like, "No, well, that's not gonna work for me." Right Peacemaker season 2 comes out.
oh, okay.
Yes.
I was wondering when that was going to happen.
Do you really want to taste it?
I do. I want to taste it.
and they better not fuck with that intro.
I think they're doing a whole new intro.
No, they shouldn't do that.
Okay, I loved the intro, but I will say, on just a show standpoint, I kind of get frustrated whenever they have the same intro for a whole series.
That's because you're
I
the anime
like.
guy.
Shut up.
Throw your dog the invisible bone.
I'm just saying, it frustrates me whenever it's the same thing through a whole series.
What if they kept the same song but did a new dance?
I would be okay with it, but I would be a little frustrated still.
Because like sometimes you just can't change the
At the very
the
least,
song like Suits.
At the very least, at season 3, I would want it to be entirely different. If they did a season 3,
Different song.
a different song and intro.
No.
No, I think we will disagree with you.
There's got to be a lot of pressure just on that intro.
Oh, yeah.
because
Yeah. Live action shows tend to keep the same song for the entire time.
They do.
I also, yeah, that's valid. I also don't. I actually would be unhappy if they kept the same exact intro.
Because, like, it's like with The Shield, right? Like, it's iconic that if you fall asleep watching that shit,
I have not.
then you're going to get woke up with just another day.
Yeah.
Oh god, like
I don't think I can
I
ever
always
watch
have to
that
mute
show.
that shit before I start a new episode. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah, because, like, the intro, like, they remastered the whole thing for Blu-ray. They could have volume leveled it.
They were like,
They intentionally left that shit on max volume on purpose. If you fall asleep watching that show, when the credits roll, you will wake up.
I think I'm gonna have to never be able to watch it just to be the one friend around you that has not seen it.
Nah,
Seen
you
a
won't be
few
the only
episodes.
one. But, yeah,
That makes me less happy about it. I still probably won't watch it. There's too many other things I need to watch.
that's true. It's a great show. But,
It is.
I'll go rewatch One Piece again.
yeah.
What about One Peacemaker? Yeah.
Season 2,
Season 2.
gonna be DCU canon.
Yeah.
Actually, season 1 is also canon except for that one scene.
Right.
What's
The scene where the Justice League shows
oh
up because they don't exist.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is gonna be interesting. I was hyped about it, but now a little bit less. Marvel Zombies comes out next year.
I did
The
hear
fuck?
about that.
Yeah.
I did hear about that. I was vaguely interested.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm vaguely interested, but what?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's been written by the same people who wrote this latest season of What If. And if that's the case, I'm not nearly as hyped.
Wait, they aren't letting the Walking Dead dude do it?
Robert Kirkman.
Yeah.
Well, I
See,
think
I
they're just
heard it was that.
adapting his work, right?
That's fucked. Why wouldn't they just have him run the show? He wrote the comic.
I know. Well, probably because the motherfucker wants some money.
He's also working on Invincible.
You want a good
Yeah.
show?
So
Yeah.
You need to pay money.
That's true.
that's probably what it is. He's probably busy. He's probably on that Amazon dick.
Probably. Let's see. Is he? No. I mean, yeah. I just see here that they're adapting his work.
I never cared about this shit anyway, so if they're going to fuck something up,
That one
for
gets
it.
your one pass. For
Yeah.
the fuck up.
yeah, go for it.
If you could choose, so out of everything we've listed here, except for the zombie one, if you had to choose one of them for like all the years worth of fuck up to hit, what would you pick?
All the fuck up.
If you could condense all of it into
yes,
one of these.
Spider-Man. Because I also don't care
Damn, I
about
forgot
that one.
that one was in there. I want you to have to actually try, not Spider-Man
Yeah,
one either.
For me, it'd
I
probably
mean,
be
That
Ironheart.
one's already got a lot of it.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, if that doesn't do it, roll it over to Ironheart.
Damn it. All right,
If I have to pick from one of the things I actually want
yeah,
to see,
yeah,
though,
basically.
probably Thunderbolts, I guess.
Okay.
That one
Yeah.
has the least writing on it. It seems.
Yeah, because like they could just have Sentry kill all of them at the
I would be
end,
fine with that.
except for
Except for
Yelena.
Bucky. Oh.
It's a little different pages on this one.
Well, Bucky, I feel like has had a full arc.
I don't
you know?
give a shit.
He can go.
It's Bucky. He's got his own gas station, dog. He can't die.
I feel like that's not his, but however, if they ever did change one to that, I would go to it.
Yeah, 100%.
All I'm saying is I never seen Sebastian Stan sit there butt ass naked and talk about nuclear physics.
That's true. That's true. Florence Pugh did do that, and I was like, yeah, you're right, girl.
Yeah, I was like, I never thought about it that way.
That's where I've been going wrong. Got it.
Yeah,
whole time.
I've been looking at molecular fusion incorrectly all this time.
Explain it again.
My reaction to that scene was very different than all of yours. I was actually interested in what they were saying.
And so was I. The second time.
I too was very interested in what's going on.
I said what they were saying specifically.
Yeah, that's part of it. Oh. Hey, listen, I'm just saying, you want me to learn some shit. That's the way to do it. I'll learn something.
I think there is
Yeah.
actually studies behind that, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I mean, we should have like a sequel to like Bill Nye the Science Guy, but it's just Florence Pugh explaining science
All right.
naked.
But as naked. Yep. Fantastic Four, The First Steps.
Yes, this has to be good.
This does have to be good.
I have
Yeah,
no
like
hope.
there has not been a good
For-
Fantastic Four ever.
Ever.
That's why I don't have hope. I
There's-
haven't heard anything about it, but you said Fantastic Four, and I was like,
Like the best one was the first one with
Yeah,
Chris Evans
Chris
in it.
Evans. That-
Like
yeah.
it was, and
I
that's
didn't-
not saying.
I didn't think that
much.
was the best thing.
I know.
I was like,
exactly.
oh man, they kind of messed this up. And then the next one showed up, I was like, oh. And then the next one, I was like, oh.
Oh yeah, the 2015 Fan 4 Stick is one of the worst movies ever made. As a matter of fact, I believe that on our worst superhero movies episode we did earlier this year, it won the worst superhero movie of all
I think
time.
you're right.
I think it did. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was at least in the works for it.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
because I think it beat Dark Phoenix for that
Yeah,
spot.
that's right.
Yeah. It was terrible. It was awful sauce.
Yeah, this Fantastic Four movie does have a lot of writing on it, and this one needs to be a real banger of a movie because this is gonna.
It's the setup.
It's
isn't
the
it?
setup. Yeah.
Yeah.
For
If-
RDJ.
Yeah.
If this sucks, man,
Oh, okay,
I don't know
okay,
where
okay.
Marvel goes from here.
So, what all do we know about it?
It's
We got
set
the
in-
cast.
Yeah. we
So
have the
Pedro
cast.
Pascal is Reed Richards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm.
Yeah, knowing two names of actors, that's my limit. Who's that third one?
Vanessa Kirby.
Yeah.
Fuck. What all has she been in? She's
I actually don't. I'm not recalling a face either. So
she's not related to Jack Kirby.
What about Kirby?
Not the pink fluff ball either. No.
That's a monster, by the way. He
Sure.
threw a monster over the sun.
All right, weird anime logic again.
The important one is Joseph Quinn as Human Torch.
I said my limit was two.
Stranger Things.
He played
Eddie.
Munson, Stranger Things. The Dungeon Master guy.
yes.
Grunge
do know that
rocker
one, but
looking
I can't-
dude.
It is him? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's playing Human Torch.
And I'm super
Okay.
hyped for that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be great.
So it is set in the multiverse.
Yeah, it's in a different universe in the 60s.
Yeah, retro 60s, where some things are more advanced than ours and some things aren't.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of like Fallout / Jetsons.
See, I
Yeah,
was kind of thinking.
yeah.
I always like seeing scenes or like settings like that, just because.
Yep.
So it's going to be interesting to see like how this movie plays out, to see exactly what it is. You know, we haven't even gotten we've got like a teaser of a teaser of a teaser. We haven't gotten a trailer for it yet though.
Yeah.
But it does come out July 25th, and I mean, yeah, I'm hoping for something good, man. Hoping something real good. Superman.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Yes.
when are we going to talk about that? Like, yeah, that one.
So, to start this off with this, I'm gonna be honest. I don't care that much about Superman.
I think the majority of people at this table are the same way. Like,
He's not.
Yeah, no, I'm a Superman fan here.
Like, I think he's a cool character and all, but and this might connect back to me being more of an anime person. I'm really tired of the trope,
Yes.
the Superman trope.
I mean, Goku is basically Superman.
He
for
is,
anime. I mean, so
I was tired of that fucking argument of who would win the second it started.
right? It's so stupid. They're the same fucker.
First off, Goku would run his fade. Anyway,
The only
Actually,
No, don't.
the only good fight I saw like written out wouldn't happen fucking anyway because they destroyed the Earth in
yeah.
their fight, and they wouldn't have done that. They'd be like, hold up, let's not do this here.
Well, all of the conclusions around Superman even having a chance in that fight are based off the fact that that Goku's like key isn't magic. Because unless you have
Wait, really? They try to say that?
yeah, because if you don't have that part, Superman gets fucking rocked like hands down.
so for clarification's sake, just playing devil's advocate here.
Okay.
damn
Yeah.
it.
Superman's he's not fucking, magic isn't kryptonite to him. It's just,
It affects him the same way it affects everyone else.
it's just, yeah, but you still have to deal with fucking Kryptonian cells and biology and physiology, so he gets hit with that shit. Yeah, that fucking hurts. How about we stand in the fucking sun and see which one of us dies and which one gets stronger?
I'm gonna be honest. Based off of some of the newer stuff with Dragon Ball Z, I wouldn't be too shocked.
I'll tell you how it goes.
That's true.
Fucking Superman obliterates him.
Yeah, true.
His-
But it just goes back to the trope of I hate the trope.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Like, honestly, up until Smallville came out, like, I hated Superman with a passion. And then I enjoyed Smallville. Granted, it has not aged well. And also, CW just doesn't know how to make a TV show properly.
And
Unless it's supernatural.
let me also say that's not to say that I
And even
don't
then.
like Superman.
Yeah.
I actually have liked Superman less as I've gotten older, even.
Yeah.
And even one of my favorite scenes still is from I think it was the Justice League. I think whenever Superman is like beating the shit out of
Steppenwolf.
it's where he says the monologue about everything made out of cardboard and toothpicks or some shit, and he finally found somebody he can like actually let loose on and just beats the shit out of the dude. And he
yeah.
has to use the anti-life.
Oh, this
equation?
was Dark Side.
Yes.
That's right, in the animated movie. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Was it the movie? Okay, I couldn't remember where it was. I just know that scene.
Yeah.
That scene is just
That's
seared
in
in my
War,
brain.
isn't it?
It might have been War.
Yeah, that whole like Justice League War is one of the best animated movies.
That scene was fucking sick.
That scene was sick. I am excited for this movie because of two reasons. Number one, actually three reasons. Number one and two, James Gunn. And number three, the trailer just looks incredible.
It does.
I haven't seen the trailer. That might be another one I watch after this. But what is the premise of this one movie?
It's based on All-Star Superman, which is a very fucking weird comic book.
Again,
Okay.
Grant Morrison, like the third time he's been mentioned in
Yeah,
this episode.
yeah. Grant Morrison behind Wolverine is the big winner tonight. But yeah, All-Star Superman is weird as fuck. However, despite all the weirdness, it really encompasses all these different facets of Superman, right? Like you see him struggle about his Kryptonian heritage versus the his human heritage, which like that is the kind of interesting struggle that I like to see Superman have. Not
only-
oh my god, here's a bigger thing for me to hit.
It's the only struggle that doesn't fit the trope.
Yeah. You get to see a lot of like aspects of like what Superman, what he means to like the everyday person
Well, that's
or whatnot.
Okay.
And things like that. And then it's also like a very good like cautionary tale regarding Lex
Yeah.
as well, where it's kind of like you see Lex as this just absolutely like he's not mustache twirling evil. He's fucking brilliant and just keeps like like brutally misplacing where his genius goes. And it's just really well done. We reviewed it last year.
Yeah.
So this is going to make sense only to you and I. Is he like Taravangian-ish?
Ooh,
Yeah.
kind of. I mean, yeah, actually,
Because that's the vibe that they gave off.
kind of.
You know, has kids sing outside, and then halfway through his genius monologue is just like, "Oh yeah, kill them.
yeah, yeah,
I'm tired of hearing them. Murder them."
yeah. No, he's a lot more just more misguided. I think he doesn't
Okay,
have the
okay.
flip flop. Obviously,
Well, yeah, obviously.
but yeah,
It's
more misguided. Taravangian is just an evil fucking person.
It's kind of
Still
like the
love the
notion of Lex, and Lex never even realized that he does this, but All-Star Superman kind of just brings it home. Lex projects all of his evil onto Superman. In other words, Lex thinks that Superman has to be this evil menace because if I had those powers, that's what I would do.
Yep.
And then like it never really clicks with Lex that that's what he's doing.
Huh. I like that actually. I like that a lot.
Yeah, like that actually makes a lot of sense, and I'm excited to see this.
Also,
what
if I
I'm
had-
mostly excited about,
No.
is the fact that we're actually going to get a semi decent on screen Green Lantern for the first time.
You're gonna get 3 of them. Not in this movie, but
Yeah, like I'm talking about in this movie in particular.
Okay, I did not realize that.
We are getting Guy Garner,
are.
played by the great Nathan Fillion. Like he's actually historically known for playing Hal Jordan in the animated series, isn't he?
Yeah,
Okay.
he is.
Yeah. So I'm actually very excited about it. They could have chosen any other haircut that Guy Garner has had.
They
but
could
no,
have.
They could have, but they chose
See?
his most quote unquote iconic look, which is a bowl cut that is garbage.
And it looks ridiculous.
It does.
it really does. You know, it's just James Gunn trolling the shit out of
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because like we might see him for 10 minutes in the movie tops,
Yeah.
but James Gunn got to see that shit for hours every
Yeah.
day.
It just laughed. I bet every time.
You see it?
Oh, that's rough.
So the only most of my qualms with so far with just the thought process of this Green Lantern though is the fact that he's not wearing a lick of green.
Yep.
And his haircut. But those are just nitpicks for me. It's fucking Nathan Fillion in a Green Lantern role, and that makes me happy.
I do wonder why he's not wearing green because I had that same thought.
I was like,
Yeah, it's a
why-
little weird. I thought I just had like weird. They're not fully in costume pictures that I just saw, but
Yeah, no, like it's this weird white and black suit,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, what?
My thought on it, Maxwell Lord has been cast. As a matter of fact,
Yeah.
it's going to be
Sean Gunn.
Sean Gunn, who played Kraglin in Guardians. Yanu's brother.
He took the headpiece.
He has the
off
headpiece in the last
Oh,
movie.
okay.
Yeah.
The weasel also.
Yeah, he's also Weasel. Did anybody know he couldn't swim? Yeah, so my theory is that the Justice Society or Justice League or whatever they're going to be calling them that exists in this, which I'm assuming is like Mr. Terrific, Guy Gardner, Hawk Girl, that they're just
It's
going
the
to...
Super Friends.
Yeah, they're basically going to be bankrolled by Maxwell Lord, I think.
Oh.
And I think it may almost even be like a mercenary type situation.
Oh, okay.
So I think that might explain why he's dressed like that.
Yeah, because he's also kind of matching outfits with
With Hawk
Mr.
Girl, I thought.
Yeah.
Well, I barely saw Hawk Girl, but Mr. Fantastic.
Terrific.
Terrific. Sorry, yeah. I'm sorry. Got my brains crossed.
No, I get that mess up.
Yeah, I think that might just be their like suit,
Yeah,
their uniform or whatever.
Yeah.
could be.
Giant monster attacks the city. Clark's like, "You guys gonna get that?"
We got to suit up first.
yeah.
it's like I'm in the middle of dinner, and could you just?
Yeah. Actually, why don't you get this one? We get the next one.
Wonder Man.
Skip.
All right,
The fuck is one?
some of these names.
Yeah,
I think I've vaguely heard that one before.
He makes bread.
And his
So-
partner, Miracle Whip. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Wonder Man.
No, that's one of his weapons.
Oh,
the
my
Miracle
bad.
Whip.
Wonder Man. This show was greenlit during that time a few years ago when Marvel was just greenlighting shit for the fuck of it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, when they were
That's
just putting
promising.
out whatever.
Yeah, I mean, if we're being honest, yeah, like this is when that. I'll put it this way, right? Every November and December, like Omnis go on a deep sale, and I have to avoid going to specific websites because I don't want to overindulge myself or my wallet.
Can we make it so that every time he opens his computer, it opens to that?
That's fucked up. But secondly,
I'm pretty sure we can.
We can.
But to my point, this year there were like just a bunch of Omnis that were like 65% off, and I'm like,
It's a
oh,
steal.
Ooh, this is bro.
You know you love a deal.
I do, and that's why there's like 20 Spider-Man books on that shelf now. I'm like, but there was a, and also like that House of M companion omnibus. Like, I don't need the companion omnibus for House of M. I already know House of M. Anyway, there was a Wonder Man Omni that was on sale, and the Wonder Man Omni I could have gotten for like 65 to 70% off, and I was like, I'm good.
Oh,
I just, it's nothing against the character, but it's like it's okay for some characters to just be side characters.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And
so what was is this the case of a side character that became a main character?
well, it's more like a main character who didn't really take off, so he became a side character.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, that doesn't mean he's not interesting.
Yeah.
He's just not
Interesting.
enough.
He's like if Booster Gold wasn't interesting.
That's very accurate, actually. Yeah. What's his name? Simon.
I heard he
let's see if
says
I probably
things.
have it here. Simon Williams. Yeah.
This show has Trevor in it, the fake actor from Iron Man 3.
Oh,
Yeah, correct. That's all I got to say about it.
Yeah. So like
like that specific character?
Yes.
Oh,
No.
it's because Wonder Man, like, he is an actor, like kind of
Yeah.
a failed actor type character.
And so all actors must know each other.
Clearly.
Oh no.
I do like the lead actor in it. It's Yahya Abdul-Mateen II.
Yes.
He played Dr. Manhattan in the Watchmen TV show. He played
okay.
Black Manta in the Aquaman movies. Candyman in the Candyman reboot. Spoiler alert, I guess.
So he's about to be 1 for 2 in superhero stuff.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Better track record than Leto's
It
got.
could be wonderful.
God damn it, Oz. You're lucky I'm on a different soundboard page right now. Otherwise,
Crickets.
so this is an interesting note here. I just saw, according to the show notes for it, the person responsible for Simon's transformation is none other than Baron Zemo.
If he does the dance, I'll at least give it a watch. This is Zemo dance.
Yeah, and Ben Kingsley, like homie Caleb said, is reprising his role as Trevor Slattery. So yeah, that'd be
You don't
exciting.
seem happy.
I'm not.
I mean, like
That's because I'm not.
that's because I'm not. But you could be fired.
Don't say stuff you don't know.
Exactly.
I'm just repeating.
What
that.
is up with people?
Just
Lately.
saying some shit.
Yeah.
Not even up there yet.
Yeah.
Do we not get the last season of The Boys this year?
No.
Really?
No, and we don't. We also, while we're talking about that, don't get House of the Dragon season 3.
No.
What?
Those fucks. No, we gotta wait 2 years.
I need to watch 2 seasons of that.
No, you don't. Just wait.
I probably will.
Yeah. I think that would enhance your enjoyment of season 2 if you just wait until season 3.
Until I can
comes out.
just.
Because the last episode of season 2 is just a 1-hour trailer for season 3.
Yeah.
That's
Piss me the fuck off.
It's
Oh
awful.
yeah. I was like, there's no goddamn way that's the season finale.
See, I'm almost curious if I would handle it better because of all the random anime bullshit I've had to deal with. Where I'd just be like, that sounds about right, and just move on.
Yeah, as you're watching it, you just think about how much money David Zaslav saved, and it'll perk you right up.
I doubt that.
Sure. That is roughly all of the superhero projects coming out next year. So I mean, it looks like it's going to be a better year on paper.
On paper.
and then 2024.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
The hype is real.
Hype is very real, and the hype starts soon. Well, not for Caleb. The Spider-Man TV show comes out in a couple weeks, but then we go right into Captain America: Brave New World. March we roll into Daredevil. That's when I get my comic book boner.
You up?
What?
Well, you're gonna get the boner. You just hope you get the nut.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I wake up with one of those every morning. I don't always get the good part though.
That good?
Yeah, I don't get the good.
Isn't I'm trying to figure out if we have any actual like info on it, but isn't the new Batman Ninja also supposed to be dropping?
It is. That it fucking is.
We're looking forward right now.
We are.
Yeah.
I hope y'all have fun with that.
We
Yeah.
will,
Oh, the
'cause
three
you
of us
gonna be
will.
here.
Huh?
Yeah, because the four of us will.
Oh, the four of us will?
Well, huh?
Nope.
What?
I would not want to mess with tradition. And, you
this is
guys-
100%.
Well, you've
This
already
is-
messed with the tradition by
Batman
you guys
Ninja-
joining us in the other anime ones.
No, Batman
I
Ninja
haven't
for
joined
you
a single
guys
anime
is
one.
Batman Ninja specifically is a bonding time between the two of you, between two homies. That's special. Can't have it.
Yeah, that's, I
so
agree.
you're saying-
and I've never
doesn't-
seen any of the anime stuff on the show, so we're good.
Doesn't Caleb have like one pass a year?
That was before I became a co-host. and
Now he has
actually,
no
I will
pass.
fix this shit for you right now. If I have to come on Batman Ninja, you have to watch Wicked for Good with us.
I have to watch what?
Wicked for Good, Part 2.
Oh, that's what it's called?
Yeah, it's called Wicked for Good.
I don't even like that name.
I kind of don't like that name either. I love the movie, but
Yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna love it. I'm just yeah.
Well, in the words of Bob from Bob's Burgers, fine, I'll do it, but I'm going to complain the whole time.
I do love that concept. Well, there you go. You're stuck.
All right, yeah, I'll do it. Whatever.
You weren't supposed to call my bluff, dog. I wasn't.
I made no such.
No, it's on air now.
no. I made no such agreements.
Oh, I don't care about you. He agreed.
Yeah, he did.
You're gonna be at Wicked anyway. Like,
That's true. So
man, we are getting that in November.
I was
so.
referring to the anime.
You would not have liked Agent Paper, but you would have liked to watch Brendan try to struggle to read the subtitles
That was hilarious.
because we watched the thing and it's like what 35 minutes or so, and
part.
when it was over with, he had the same idea about what the contents were before he watched it.
It was quite funny.
God, my eyes still hurt thinking about that. The DVD version. I don't know why it does that.
It was rough. Yeah.
Well, speaking of which, we will be resuming the throwback series shortly.
We just gotta get Brendan on board.
Yeah.
Whose turn is it?
It's
Brendan.
Brendan.
Oh, that'll do it.
Transformers.
Yep. So as soon as he is able, then we'll resume.
I don't
So
remember what my pick was. My next one.
you said it. It was damn. It's one of those cult classic movies. Not a clock.
Rocky Horror Picture
That's
Show.
it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's right. Because I actually have been
What are
refraining from watching it because I want to watch it with you guys.
What are the criteria for it again?
It has to be at least
25.
25 years old. If it's part of a major franchise, then it has to be 30 years old.
That it meets the criteria.
Yeah.
No, it was another thing. It does not quite.
It makes it bouncing around more ideas.
By
because
2
I thought we
years.
discussed that the Ninja Turtles was actually going to be a separate thing.
We can go ahead and put it in the throwback. I mean, because technically, like, that's the interesting one because it fits the throwback criteria and the comic book criteria.
Yeah.
So,
I checked the air date on Kung Pao just to see for later. I made another friend of mine watch it recently. He almost stood up. He's like, "Oh, well, I'll stop here." I was like, "No, you got like 10 minutes left. I know you're not going to continue to watch this if you leave this room. Sit back down."
Yeah, I wouldn't have made it that far. I'm going to be honest with you.
So I do
That
want to
movie's
give
awful.
a quick shout out to the homie
movie.
Chris here. The homie Chris, he recently reached out, and he's a fan of the podcast. So hey, shout out to you, man. Much
What up?
appreciate it.
Yo.
One thing he did say that I said I would share with you guys. First, I said I was going to just try to sneak it in. Hopefully, you guys won't notice. But then I was like, I'll try to be a good and fair co-host. He says, I have some suggestions for the throwback series if you guys are brave enough.
I'm intrigued.
He has The Shadow, which I'm not familiar with.
I know Shadow Man.
No, not Shadow Man. Then he has The
Oh,
Phantom.
no, Darkman. I'm thinking
I'm
Darkman.
thinking Darkman.
Yeah, okay, no.
Phantom?
the
This
Phantom.
movie is
Oh
as old
my
as I
The
am.
Phantom is terrible.
It is so bad.
There's a
Oh.
treaty now.
Oh, this looks
But see, we
bad.
didn't. None of us chose that. Like that's
This
a
is the
suggestion from
homie.
this dude.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were the last two? It was The Shadow of the what?
The Phantom, and the last one, Dick Tracy.
Oh my god.
You know, I haven't seen that, but what my brain immediately generated was that Joe Pesci plays him.
That would make the movie way better.
I think it would. I remember watching this when I was itty bitty. Like,
I remember it being out too. Yeah.
Sorry,
And
I've
I
been
remember
looking up
having
each
an
one.
action figure of Dick
was the
Tracy
third one?
because I was
Dick
so,
Tracy.
like, I loved that character. But I don't
Well,
remember
he
what
does
any
say-
of the movie.
He does say at the very end of his, because he did send another message afterwards. I said to him, I'm gonna have to try to sell those to the co-host. He does.
I'm on-
reply,
Well, you failed.
I'm on board.
Well, he says, all in all, I was a kid when I watched those, so my memory might be too forgiving if these movies are trash. Then he says, so good luck. I hope they don't start another war of shitty movies.
Here's the thing. That would not start a war of shitty movies because none of us did it.
But if one of us chooses to do one of those,
Yeah.
I think because it's a really cool thing that like a fan reached
mean,
out, we
I'm
should
not-
watch one.
one. So so whoever's going to be on that episode they have to choose one of those.
I think we should do it out of the rotation.
I think it's
Okay.
I think it needs to be its own thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because like we don't want to make anybody give up their pick.
Why
That's
don't
fair.
you? I have an idea. Since it started as a fan thing, have the fans pick.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It
we'll
is
put an
entirely
open
out our
okay.
hands.
invite out there.
That's
dude.
fair. That's fair.
I like that. Yeah.
We will have the homies pick then between the Shadow, the Phantom, and Dick Tracy.
And then they have to watch it as well.
Yeah.
I've seen two of them. I remember one sort of.
I have seen bits of the fan, like snippets. I don't
That's
even
with
think
Billy Zane, right?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
all three of them don't look great.
No.
No.
I'm not gonna lie. My vote is for the Phantom.
I'm
Phantom
kind
is
of on the
awful.
I'm
So-
kind of on the Phantom boat, but like
The Shadow looked interesting in a really bad way.
I'm leaning towards Phantom or Dick Tracy,
Okay.
mostly because I remember having the action figure of Dick Tracy,
Yeah.
but I don't remember the movie at all. I know it exists. I don't remember it at all.
Yeah, I like the idea of having the fans do it though.
Yeah.
No, I
Agreed.
definitely agree with that.
Well, there we have it. The gauntlet has been laid down. Then, not a gauntlet of war.
Not a God of War.
All right. And so yeah, we will let the homies decide. It's the most diplomatic way.
Yeah, I agree.
So all of you guys get to decide which of those three tremendous movies we will watch. Who
And
knows?
is it going to be the four of us that watch it? 'Cause
Sure.
we're here with
I'm
this.
down.
Because we were here.
Oh, yeah, we're the ones that are here.
I was just making sure.
Yep. So it'll be us four, and I do like the idea of us doing it outside of the rotation, so no one has to give up their pick.
Yep.
Yeah, so like I think Brendan's the last one in the rotation, isn't he?
And then we're gonna draw names for the next.
So what we could do is like in a segue to the next
okay.
the throwback, we could just throw that one in there.
Or
we figured out.
or we do it next if Brendan keeps dragging ass.
That's true.
Too.
Yeah.
That's true.
Whatever happens.
Yeah,
'cause-
whichever one happens next. So, yeah, that'll work then. Well, I
Got
think
your back,
that-
homie.
I think that this has been another very fun and successful Homie Awards.
It has.
So, yeah, a round of applause for everyone.
Can you please let the drummer stop?
Oh, he's still going? Oh, shit.
Hans, we're only paying you for 3 hours, so
They're still going.
Wow.
At least he's keeping the decent tempo.
yeah, Hans, we only had enough money for your fee for 3 hours, and we're coming up on that now, so you might want to start packing it up over there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we're not paying overtime again this year.
They're still drumming. They're laying down.
Oh.
This is not our problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got insurance.
Yeah, I'm sure they'd be fine.
What is that he said? Something about his fingers bleeding? No, it's fine.
Oh yeah, that's on the committee. We're just performers here.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. Well, homies, one and all, thank you guys for watching and or listening. And while you may not have enjoyed all the content that came out last year from these various TV shows and movies, hopefully you guys did enjoy us ripping some of that shit apart. And most importantly, hopefully you guys enjoyed the Homie Awards. Thank you guys for voting and making this what it is. And so yeah, this year and last year was just a warm up for next year's Homies Award, which will actually be very difficult. All right?
On paper.
On paper, yeah. All right, God damn it. So yeah, thank you guys again for another very fun and successful year of podcasting. I have a blast with this, and I'm so glad I get to do this with 3 of my best friends and also these guys here too. It's a tremendous turn of events, and Junior. Junior. But I do believe that would be all for now, unless anyone has anything else before we wrap up here.
Let's wrap it up, B.
Let's do it.
I think that's it, yeah.
Well, yeah, let's do something that I am not accustomed to doing and wrap it up. So with that being said,
I almost did laugh.
So with that being said, homies, one and all, get home safe. Don't drink and drive. Enjoy your loved ones and all the many wonderful beauties of life and all the cool superhero comic book content coming out. That is all for now. But until next time, my name is Superhero Homie Q.
I am Superhero Homie Oz.
I'm superhero homie Caleb.
And I'm superhero homie Dylan.
We will see you guys next time.